to see your pretty faces. Not a. All right, all right, all right.
What the?
$1 million.
What is up with fatal
I
scam?
didn't know that we had Matthew McConaughey with us.
All right, all right.
Can you tell what I watched earlier today?
So, on your guys' last adventure, you guys met with the Archmage of the Mage Council here in Elden Wild. Sorry, tongue tied there. Elden Wild, and he had brushed you to his private quarters after the hero spirits during the Remembrance Festival decided to select you all as the next heroes of the world, or something along those lines. You guys are not exactly sure what that all entails, but after he locked himself into his room and was having a private conversation, you guys were able to hear him basically screaming into what is some kind of communication device that he has in his chambers, and he decided that he would like to rather, instead of brush you into, the extremes of dangers, he would like to see what you guys are made of and kind of ease you into the roles that destiny might have foretold. Decide to follow your destiny on. It charged you with trying to find his familiar that somehow, some way, got itself either taken, captured, kidnapped, or the likes, and was last able to scry upon it, and it was in the sewer underworld. With a couple magical incantations, he had teleported you all into the smell of grime, filth, and human waste. Filled your nostrils, darkness. Ambient sounds begin to fill the air. And you guys started making your way in through the actual sewers, as best as you guys can. But as you guys reared around one of the corners, you guys saw a faint blue light glowing at the end of the hall, with shadows encircling it, chanting, filling the air. Realized there was some kind of ritual spell going. You guys got closer to investigate, hiding behind barrels and sneakily getting as close as possible without drawing attention. You saw the individual summon some kind of smoke-like imp or mephant, and we're getting to summon another one. As you guys made a little bit of noise, drew their attention. They slowly began to walk your way. You guys, with some clever tactics using sleep spells and blocking him down with your control spells, you guys were able to win out the battle, leaving one of them alive. Actually, I believe it was two of them alive. But through the sleep spell.
It was two.
Yeah, it was two of them. Sleep spell.
He was dead.
And you guys decided to chain them up and tie them up and kick them in the nuts a couple times. And that is where we left off last week. You guys are standing in the sewers. And standing over these two individuals, gagged and tied, what we all like to do.
While I look around the party, does anybody appear to be?
No. No, I'm not.
No.
It's all really stinky.
I can't do anything about that. I enjoy the aroma. It's very nice.
Well, you're a shit person, so you would.
I could cast prestidigitation and just clean everyone, but there's no point. There's no point because we're just gonna get dirty again.
I would like to check what's on the corpse in front of me. What they've got. Some
Okay.
investigation.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So as the bar begins to pull the bodies together in a nice little stack and begins to kind of rummaging through the pockets. At first, you find a couple pouches, coin purses, sorry, on each of the individual. In total, you find about 95 copper.
Mm-hmm.
You find 128 silver pieces. And you find 45 gold.
God damn.
The gold coins, though, look peculiar to you. They're not the same of the city of Aaronwald itself. They have more of a, it looks like a laughing demon's face on it. So they're not from the area. You also find a reddish-like stone, deep crimson, almost blood in color. Roughly about the size of a $50. And here in America, I don't know if you guys know what the size of this is, but okay. You also find kind of like a greenish teal, but flecks of white into a stone. Roughly about the size of a large marble. You find a black-like stone that's cut on kind of like a D12 dice. I guess at the dodecahedron kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's made of black, almost like obsidian-like glass. You find 2 jaspers, orangish, yellowish colors. You also find on the main guy itself, on his side, he is holding a pouch. It is like kind of like rust-colored. It's made out of like it almost kind of feels like animals' flesh, but it feels like it's still living and vibrant.
Ew.
The pouch itself?
It's not like gross in nature. It almost feels like this pouch is a creature, almost kind of thing.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on that?
Sure. And on the outside of it, it has what it kind of appears to be like almost like tattoo, kind of like etching of different kind of animals that run across the outside of it. As you kind of focus upon the Arcana, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Between the nauseous smell and the female that is tied up there grunting and trying to weasel her way out of her knots, that catches your eye with your natural 20.
Yeah.
But
Okay. So, what would be the name of that ruby you're talking about?
the Bloodstone Ruby?
Yeah. Okay. So it's bloodstone. Yeah. Bloodstone.
So,
And
as Root, the all animal knowing, all animal controlling person will walk over to this blue circle, not having any idea what he have possibly found over there. And I investigate this blue circle, looking and see if is it still there.
That's
Oh my God!
Fuck all.
So as you walk over to where you once saw the blue glowing symbol, it's not as vibrant as it was before. As it seems to, and once it was floating like about 6 inches above the waterline, it almost looks like as if the magic is waning and draining away, and it's going into the water, and you can see the archaic like energy kind of dissipating into the water itself. It's still there, but it's fading.
Do I sense that it might affect the environmental condition of the room, or is it going to dissipate and just be gone? More worried about if they've done any actual destruction to the unnatural but natural habitat of the sewer situation down here, bats and cockroaches.
Yes, all your insects.
Oh fuck! Cuz wants to be late.
Sorry, I was untilting. There's only one effective way to do that.
So yeah, I know exactly what you were doing.
Um,
Oh.
doesn't seem like it's going to have any kind of lasting effects. It does feel like the water around the ruins where they themselves, the water feels slightly chillier than it where the magic is beginning to fade in. That makes sense.
Okay. Is the local habitat of insects been replenished with my infestation spells that I was casting prior?
Unfortunately, your infestation, your insects are not a permanent thing. They don't stay there permanently. So no, it's more a magical means of summoning creatures. So, but another thing you find on the female form is a egg-like gem that has a black exterior, but then inside of it has a glow of white. Sorry, I forgot to mention that too.
Is that to who's that to?
That was to you, Fiddle.
So, what?
It's a egg-like stone with it's got different kind of facets into it, with a black-like shell, but inside of it you can see a white glow.
So maybe I'll say like a black, gleaming stone.
Sure. However you want to keep track of it. That's up to you. I don't care.
In the pouch, I take all this, right? By the way, I'm just letting you know.
You what?
So you guys see him piling all this stuff to his bag, all the stuff that he's finding.
Jesus Christ.
I could care less. I'm not interested in measly coins. Now, I am all about animals. If there's anything with animals or anything like that, I might be interested in, but I don't know. That's up to him.
Well, I have one thing for you there. I would like you to have a look at something for me.
What's that, Zareth?
There's this pouch that I found on one of these corpses here. It seems to be made of some sort of animalistic hide, but it seems to kind of be alive at the same time.
So I take a look at his pouch. I reach out as if
As you kind of brush your hands upon it, you see what he's talking about. Where this pouch is made out of what appears to be like living flesh, almost kind of like not in a disgusting manner, but like the hide that was used to make this pouch itself never fully perished.
so it's alive.
Yes, kinda in a sense. Like
Can I tell what kind of animal it was made out of?
Make a nature roll. It's similar to rabbit, but not. It's not any rabbit you would have ever seen. It's kind of got that soft furness underneath, like the undercoat.
Okay. So
But it's rust color.
using medicine as an interim here. I mean, I'm looking at this. Does it appear to be like alive, as in it's alive, and can you open it? I mean,
No, it's not that. I mean, you can open it and you peer inside, and it's void of nothing. There's nothing in the actual bag itself. But as you feel the flesh, it's not necessarily that the flesh is alive, but it's just as if it never lost, it never hardened like traditional leathers.
Can I cast a spell on it?
What spell? Fuck, I didn't think you had that. Okay, so I do identify a little bit differently than the book says, because I find that the book is bullshit. So I need you to go ahead and roll an Arcana roll.
A second one?
Yep. This is you focusing your identification power into the spell, into the thing itself.
Oh god. What?
Oh,
I
what?
get an advantage because I'm using Identify.
so I look at the druid symbol, or the symbols on the bag itself, the animals and stuff. Do I recognize them in any way, shape, or form?
Yes. So you see a rat, an owl, a mastiff, a goat, a giant boar, a lion, and a bear etched into the actual flesh itself.
Weird.
You do sense it's magical. You do sense that it is kind of a wondrous item. You sense the quality of it. It's not something common.
It's definitely magical, right?
Definitely magical into it, yes.
Well, I recommend that you hang on to it
Yeah.
And later when we're getting ready to rest, cast your identify on it with
Remember,
a ritual.
Yeah, identify can be cast ritually. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do a ritual when we get back. Or I'll take it to the Archmage and get him to look at.
Yes, take it to the arch.
That too. So anyway,
You do get a sense that even though the bag is void of anything into it, that if you reach in and think about grabbing something, something may come out.
I put my hand into the bag and I put as far as I can. Does it have anything?
It goes actually. The bag's only about maybe 8 inches deep, but your arm goes elbow deep into it. As you reach out, as you reach in, you begin thinking about grabbing something. You feel something furry touch your hand.
I moved back instantly, put my hand away. What the fuck was that?
You're not grabbing it?
That was weird.
Okay.
Talk about deep cut.
That was fucking weird. What the fuck? And I'll tell them what I felt. I'll tell everyone around me that there's something in the bag.
what do you mean there's something in the bag? I immediately
I found
step away
something
from
in
the
the
bag.
bag.
No longer am I touching the bag.
I found something in the bag.
I said, it could be the familiar.
Alright, I'll put my hand back in there.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And whatever I felt, I pull it right out.
So as you pull out, as you first pull out, you pull out this like reddish like fur. It's just a ball of fur in your hand,
Aw, cute.
and it feels natural. It's really really soft, almost kind of like husky like fur, I guess. Really soft husky fur.
Yep.
But it's that still reddish tone. Something in your mind says to drop it.
I'm paying
Can
attention.
I touch it?
Can I? I'm back and
Lyra begins to walk over towards you. Wants to touch your.
I'm back against the wall.
I'm gonna back away.
Everybody else backs away but Lyra.
Can I do an Arcana check on this fur thing?
Oh, you sense it's magical.
You sent that.
Can I like sneak just in case this shit goes fucking ape shit on us?
Go ahead and roll a stealth
Can I
roll.
do- I'm gonna do a nature check on this thing then.
You believe you're stealthed. It's definitely nothing natural to your sense. It's definitely pulling something out of the arcane. You're not exactly sure the origin of it. As Lyra comes over and reaches out her hand and begins to touch at the fur.
Can I do an arcana when I touch it, though?
Sure.
Bites your hand off.
It's too cute. It kind of distracts you. It's really pretty. Like it's got a nice coloring to it. It's really soft as you begin to run your kind of fingers through its long like hair.
Is it moving?
It does not appear to be moving, but you keep getting the sense in your mind that you want to drop it, Fatal.
Drop kick it. Drop kick it.
I drop it in the bag.
So as you let go, as you open the bag and let go and drop it in the bag, I need you to roll a d8.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
1d8 red.
1d8. So as you drop it, the fur begins to transform. And as it hits the bag, it kind of bounces off to the side, and as it almost hits the water, suddenly this reddish furred goat appears next to you. Goat. A goat.
I love goats.
Demon go.
Okay.
It's definitely nothing naturalistic to you immediately. You've never seen a goat with red fur, but
Demon.
it looks
I pull out
alive.
my sword real quick, and I'm like cautious of what this ghost is.
As you draw your blade upon the goat kind of looks at you.
I say hello to the goat in goat.
As you see it staring at Fatal, and its eyes are locked into it, as Fatal Zara draws his blade, and all you hear goes, "Master,"
I mean,
as it looking right at Zara.
I'm not trying to kill it. I'm more of a defensive.
Yeah, no, but he's speaking with animals.
I believe I have it. I'm trying to look, but I believe I have.
You have it.
I can speak. So,
This thing
hey,
is
well,
free.
Zareth, it thinks you're its owner,
Whoa.
and I step forward and look at it more closely.
It's a male goat, about almost adult sized goat. It seems healthy.
That's not a shape.
It doesn't. It appears to be friendly to you guys.
Okay, so now I'm assuming it lacks intelligence.
Is this? I go up and I go. Wait, you can hear what this thing is saying?
Where do you come from? And I say that in goat. You guys hear? You hear me speak in goat.
Man.
Meh. Meh. Where do you come from? What did you see last?
It kind of looks at you puzzledly.
It can convey like its last, even though it says, but it doesn't grant. Let's see. Most species lack intelligence, convey understanding, but it can relay what it has seen in the herd or in the recent past. But it can relay what it has seen or heard in the recent past.
It just looks at you puzzledly.
So it doesn't know. Understood. That makes sense. Are you hungry?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a goat. He seems to be not hungry. He seems to be happy, and you're now his master. He's gonna follow you.
What? What?
Larry kind of looks at Zeroth and goes, "We have a pet."
You
I
feel
sit there in this confused state, like not understanding what the hell is going on.
you feel in your mind, Zarath, that you command this goat. You have an empathetic touch, like an empathetic link.
I say.
Not quite not quite where you're reading its mind, but you get a sense of friendship and a bondness.
I sheathe my weapon and I put my hand on its head.
It brushes up against you like a dog would.
Okay, well, I reach in my pouch. I pull out a little bit of vine. I make a little bit of rope and make it to where it's
Can't find a goat token, guys. I'm sorry.
And I make a little vine rope, tie it around its neck, and hand it to Zaroff. Here's your pet.
Use your leash.
If you need help with it, just let me know. It's pretty happy right now, though. It likes you a lot.
I'm gonna.
It likes you.
We've determined that this goat is indeed magical. And we've also determined that the pouch is magical. I wonder if it will go back in the pouch.
Is there anything else in the pouch?
That's a good question.
If there's anything else in the pouch.
It looks void of anything into it. It just looks like you can see the bottom of the bag. It's only about 8 inches deep.
I put my hand back in the bag.
Okay.
I feel around.
You reach in like you're going to grab something. Again, your arm goes elbow deep. Far deeper than it should. As you feel again another fur.
Whoa, man, straight away.
Again, it's another ball of reddish like fur.
Put it back in the bag.
But as you pull it out,
Shit.
the goat begins to fade in this greenish like magic, and the goat vanishes.
What, the one in my hand?
I put my leash back in my backpack.
Fucking rabbit out of a habit into goat.
What's going on here?
So I step back away from him. Well, what is it this time? Drop it on the ground. Let's see what it is this time.
Alright, I drop it on the ground.
Roll another d8.
Another 4.
Again, the same goat. It appears to have the same markings, the same everything. Appears right where you drop it on the ground, and it looks right at you.
Put your hand back in the bag.
Do it
Is
again.
it-
Do it again.
I step forward. Were you just here a minute ago? Are you the same goat?
It looks at you puzzlingly.
It's the same goat.
Does it
Meh, do you have a name? Meh.
Again, it doesn't have quite the intelligence to be able to convey like perfect thoughts, but like you get a sense that it's confused about the word name.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
I wanna.
Do it again.
Yeah, I agree.
Roll something besides a 4.
I have a feeling that it's just going to be the goat over and over and over.
I think it depends on the dice roll that you do
Is
personally.
the picture of the goat on the bag still there?
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so what are the other animals on there?
Oh.
Hang on a second. What are the other animals on?
Animals? Are they animals?
So there is a rat, an owl, a mastiff. Where the goat once was is no longer there. A giant goat, a giant boar, a lion, and a brown bear.
Okay,
What the
cool.
lion?
Can I have that?
Oh shit, right?
We haven't ascertained whether or not this is actually evil or cursed or what it
Who's this
is.
shit?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Who gives a shit? I want one.
Well, I'm neither evil nor good, and I'm all about nature and animals, and that's all about me. Can I have it?
But the goat likes Zero.
I'm thinking he's because he's the one that pulled it out.
Nusk walks forward. I would also like to.
I'm thinking that all those animals on the outside of that are you can pull them out. So
This is true.
Yeah.
that's my you know I'm actually you know I'm
I'm gonna test something before
You're
I
fucking
decide
intelligent.
what I'm gonna do.
that's what I ascertained.
Okay. Well, before I decide who I give it to,
I'm rolling an intelligence check to determine if you know my thought processes of the animals.
That's on you. There's
Yeah,
no dice roll on that. That's
that-
where you
well,
ascertain.
Yeah, I'm feeling
I'm
pretty
going
confident.
to put my hand back into the pouch.
Okay.
Roll another D8, and I'm gonna see if.
As you pull out another ball of fur, the goat again disappears.
Oh my god!
Oh,
What's with you?
I'll allow you to re-roll one more time, just because that's bullshit.
No,
So as this time, as you drop it, suddenly a rat, fairly large rat, with reddish-like fur.
Everyone's shaking their head. We're getting it.
But you look down at the bag itself, and now the rat image is now.
but the
The
goat
goat
one's
is
back.
back.
But the goat's back. Okay.
Oh yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Sorry.
I call the rat over to me. Come here.
It looks at you, and then looks at Zerath.
Zerath, damn it. Can I have that?
I want to try one more thing. I go towards the roof, and I say, put your hand in the bag.
Okay, I put my hand in the bag.
Take something out.
I put my hand in the bag, elbow deep.
As you reach into the bag, elbow deep, and you feel something furry.
I pull it out of the bag,
As you pull the fur, the rat disappears.
and I drop it on the ground.
Roll it out.
In the meantime, Lyra's gonna sit on the girl that's squatting.
This time,
who's
you guys
tied
both
up.
have to jump back as this large male lion with this same red fur appears.
Good morning. Roar morning.
Now,
He looks at
I
you.
wanna ascertain that if
Your Majesty.
you now.
So he calls me your man. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I reach out and I stroke his mane.
He begins to purr like
You-
a large cat.
You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Can I have that bag?
No shit.
Everyone wants
Everyone's
one eye.
like, I want it.
I'll buy it.
I'll
I'll let you have
as
all the
Freddy
gold.
looks and goes, I'll pay for it. How much you want?
here's the deal. Alright, Root? Here's the deal. I'll give you this bag. Alright? And every single dime, value, like diamonds, you give to me. Now, I won't scam you of it. You will be compensated for it. But with that said,
Okay, you can have all the gold and wealth that I find.
though, right, I also want
As long as we're
access to
together.
using the bag
I'm sorry?
as well. I want access to using the bag as well.
Whatever.
But you can have it. You can actually hold the bag yourself, and it can be on you.
Cool.
And you can use it whenever you want. But like, say I want to bring out an animal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. I give him the bag.
I put it on and we'll begin the attunement process.
There is no attunement process.
Okay.
Interesting.
I wonder if the archmage can make multiple of these, like copy it.
Look on your character sheet, see if you can find the bag that I just placed on it. I'm not sure if that's how it works.
I called it
Where'd
a
you
lot.
I just dropped it on there, so I don't know if because there's like no real inventory section. What bag of tricks?
Literal bag of tricks.
Oh shit, right?
I'm so
I
excited.
want you to
I'm
test.
so excited by that.
Jesus.
I want one.
I want you to see if you can command the lion to attack something. Just attack the ball and see if it actually has a physical presence or damage. And it's not just an illusion.
So, in Lion,
Just tell him to go attack one of these crates or barrel.
Hulk smash.
Tell him to attack me. I can handle it.
No.
Watch it kill
Why? It's not gonna kill
That
me.
happen. It doesn't
Oh.
matter.
well, I just want to see. I'm with you. See if he does actual damage. I'm sure. And what kind of damage is it? Does the red fur do whatever? So, I tell the lion to go scratch Lyra.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20. Add +3.
Oh shit.
20.
Fuck off, Alden.
So instead he hits Zareth instead.
The lion walks over to Lyra and takes his claw and begins to swipe at it. Lyra instinctively jumps backwards. But you didn't expect it to come as it swipes and actually hits you. Go ahead and roll 1d8 +7.
Ouch.
Or +5, sorry, +5.
+5.
Yep, +5.
Yikes!
Fuck.
As it gashes the side of you, it rips parts of your flesh. Your pants are now torn. And you are now bleeding profusely down the side of your leg.
Ouch.
That's actually.
That hurt.
I didn't add my +4, so that I heal you for 7 points of damage.
Thank you. Because you just took
I didn't
11.
like that though. So that you know I didn't like this. I wanted to see on something that wasn't living.
He would. I didn't want him to hurt himself.
Well, I don't think
So
I
you
don't think
prefer
the
it
lion.
as me?
I don't think a lion's gonna be hurt by a good.
I don't know if a lion would actually follow my command. It's not like he.
Anything the lion can do in the book,
Right, but I mean,
you can
that's fine.
with it.
Okay.
So who got hit?
Me.
No, Zareth.
Zareth. You
You
jumped
jumped
out.
out. You jumped out of the way
That wasn't okay.
and let him.
That's fine then. Oh.
Well, that's
So
a shitty damage.
good kitty, good kitty, good kitty. I pet the cat behind its ear, and I tell it to just stick next to me.
You get a sense that it will, that the magic of the lion itself is beginning to fade.
Well, I try to determine how long it lasts.
It lasts for
Maybe
4
I only
turns.
had one good attack.
It lasts for 4 turns, and it is under your control for 4 turns.
Nifty. That could be useful in combat.
Oh shit. Especially if it's that hard.
Hopefully, as I use the bag, hopefully I can get better in being able to pick out what I want to pick out at some point, rather than it just random. I'll work on that. Maybe we should feed that to the lion. The lion could be hungry. I look down at her. Unless you stop moving around, I might just feed you to the lion.
I didn't do anything!
I kick him.
You kick
Right
her.
in the head.
Her.
Her balls this time?
Nah, just right in the head or knock out.
As she begins to kind of wince in pain and begin to kind of tear up, it's like she's scared.
Well, he said he was trying to knock her out.
Oh, if you're trying to knock her out, roll a strength roll.
Okay. It's like, can't you see we fucking talking here? Shut up, bitch.
Oh my God!
As you go to kick her,
Oh.
the slime on the bottom of the sewer itself is quite slippery, and you lose your footing, and splash! You land in human excrement and filth and whatever else is down here, and it's about almost to your eyes as you lay in this water.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I sit there, not pleased.
You notice that I'm up on the ledge, not in this water. I try to back away from the splash.
As you get up, you're just covered in this black-like slime substance,
Oh, that's
Well, you're
disgusting.
shitty.
and it smells rancid.
Hey, me.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on Zeroth and be like, fuck, you smell gross.
Suddenly, the slime begins to dissipate and fade. Smell of roses fill around him for just a half a second, and then
Back to shit.
Then back to shit. But you were technically clean again,
Perhaps.
except for on your feet because where you're standing.
And then I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp on the girl who keeps moving. I'm gonna touch her shoulder and just.
Well, that'll be
Okay,
that.
you're gonna have advantage because she's technically tied up and prone.
that's that. And she's in water. I'm glad I'm not in the water.
Yeah, you're gonna probably
Yeah,
kill her.
I'm sitting over here out of the water.
Oh.
Dude, you're gonna kill her and the other person.
Well, I mean, it's an easy touch. She's bound and gagged. I mean, pretty much an automatic thing. It's just a
Now, what,
question.
she's gonna roll out-
He just needs her to roll to see if she electrocutes the
So
entire
click the spell
room.
Shocking Grasp.
I'm not. Can I damage anyone else if I cast that?
You can. You have no idea. Not done this in water before.
Everybody. I'm gonna stand here outside of the water. It's like,
Yeah,
fuck
let me
that
just
shit.
move away.
Jump up onto the barrels, guys.
I feel like we need to interrogate this person, but okay.
Dude, we need to interrogate them, not kill them. Damn woman.
Fine.
And I thought,
Hear when he got up out of the water.
Alright, I think better of that one. Never mind.
As Lyra walks forward, you see electricity begin to form in her hands. Suddenly, Lyra,
all
when you turn around, you see everybody jump out of the water. You're like, oh, okay, maybe not.
We scattered.
Shit, that's not a good idea.
Girl laying there in the fucking shitty water is looking up.
She's looking at you. She's like,
petrified.
don't kill me! Please, don't kill me!
There's actually something else I want to do. This this black living stone that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I want to ascertain what this is.
Are you going to cast this spell or are you going to cast it ritually and spend 10 minutes?
I'm just gonna do an Arcana check for now.
Okay.
Okay, back to Lyra with the gag girl.
right?
But just looking at it, you get a sense that there is just a faint magical essence to it. Very faint.
Really?
That's weird.
More
Is
magic.
there anything else down here with us? Question mark.
Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Fuck, which was perception again?
It's underneath nature of a performance.
At this moment, you look around, you don't see anything.
Can I make a perception roll too?
Sure, but this will be the last one. As you look around, there doesn't seem to be any other living creatures except for maybe a couple of little insects or whatever. Nothing that's threatening in your nature. But one thing you do notice as you're looking around, The water right here seems to be flowing underneath those crates and through them.
Okay, I walk over there and lift up the crates.
Strike 2.
Go, Dragonborn.
Okay?
Go, Dragonborn!
Go ahead and
Go, Scaly.
make sure you give me the ladder back though. So no problem. You easily shove the crates to the side.
Hulk smash.
On
Smash.
Hulk smash.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, shit.
Oh, are we about to go into battle again?
I think we should rest before we even progress any further.
so suddenly you see Alden walk over, and this large crate that was once sitting there, he kind of shoves it off to the side, revealing an open path. The air kind of rushes past you guys. Does that seem like that crate was kind of stemming the airflow as a cool, moist breeze fills this area around you guys? The smell there's a different smell on top of just the normal filth and everything else you smelled as well. You smell something a little bit more organic.
Dead flesh.
It's hard to ascertain exactly what it is, but there's something more organic that's been living over there somewhere.
Leroy!
Jenkins.
As you get to here, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yikes.
I'm following him, dude.
Not great.
Rip.
God damn, motherfucker.
Alden, you as well, because you guys both kind of.
With his nat 20, he doesn't stop him from what? Yeah.
So I'm going to give you one chance to save Alden as you come sliding to a stop as suddenly this pit drops, the floor drops underneath you. Water begins to rush to fill the hole. Alden's kind of falling behind you, but he's bigger and a little bit more lumbersome. I'm going to give you a dexterity roll to see if you can grab a hold of him before he steps into the pit, only because you rolled a natural 20.
Oh yeah!
So right on the edge he hangs, you grab a hold of his belt, and you see this pit. It opens up about 10 feet by 10 feet square. As you look down, you see these large spikes peering from the bottom of it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up behind them and go, you guys want me to go ahead and, like, look for shit like this?
The water begins to fill. Suddenly you guys start seeing a couple blades start crossing over the top. The water from the pit begins to slowly begin to fill up.
Blades?
Blades. Like, it looks like long, giant, like great sword blades begin to start crossing over the top. But it's blade up, so it's sharp. As you see the floor begin to rise from the bottom of the pit, as if the spikes are going to meet the blades itself.
Someone was caught in there, they're gonna get squished.
What do I have to roll
Yikes.
for shit like this?
Yeah, I don't want to go. No. I'd say Freddy goes first. I agree with that.
So are you going to try? What are you trying to do, Freddy?
See if there's anything so I can disable it.
Go ahead and make an investigation roll. You're looking for the mechanism.
Investigation.
Somebody inside. Ah, there you go. You got it.
So as you begin to look around, you notice right underneath Zerot's feet is a square, about 1 foot by 1 foot block that's discolored from the rest of them. His foot is rusting.
I move away. Side.
As you move away, the bottom of the pit begins to rise slightly faster.
Step back on it. Fast.
You step on it.
And you disable it.
How do I disable it? Does Thieves Tools roll?
Yep, go ahead and just click your Thieves Tools. It takes you a minute to ascertain exactly the mechanism of this. It's something to do with the pressure plate that controls the actual mechanism down below to move it up. So as you take your Thieves Tools, and you take the better part of probably about 5 minutes, digging in underneath the bottom, finally clipping out the little pressure plate mechanism, and suddenly everything grinds to a halt. The spikes and the blades are just barely touching. If whatever was caught in there might have been diced and sliced.
Yikes! Holden almost bit it.
I'm gonna do an acrobatics and jump over these crates.
Okay.
Lyra, are you still gonna talk to that chick that's bound?
What?
You gonna talk to that chick that's bound?
Yeah, I think
She's still
so.
over there squirming, trying to get out of her knots.
Oh, little shit. I can't cast anything on her though, except maybe Mage Hand, so I can slap her without actually slapping her.
I would say drag her off the water.
Just let me go! I'm innocent!
You're gonna do the interrogation, by the way, Laura.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay on these crates as a lookout.
Make a perception roll.
You guys want me to go ahead and see if there's anything else?
Be a good idea.
It's hard to really
Okay.
see. Yeah, she's currently gagged. So.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the gag out of her mouth.
Please, my lady, don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you, but I would like to know what you were doing down here.
Cast guidance upon Lyra.
Thank you.
We were just playing with magics that we were not supposed to. It was innocent fun. We weren't meaning any harm.
It didn't seem like fun. You cast spells and you summoned things that.
You guys startled us. You guys
Right.
came out of the darkness, and we didn't know what was going on. We just had to protect ourselves. There's things down here that, you know, that people have gone missing.
What things?
I don't know. I don't come down here very often. This is like maybe a handful of times I've just heard stories.
This could be interesting.
Can we hear this from where
Yeah. You guys are very far.
How did you come across magic?
Well, Jamry over there, the one that you guys, the dark robe guy. Is he dead? Oh my God!
You are the only two that are alive.
We were denied to go into the school of magic, but we still, we wanted to maybe see if we could teach ourselves. And Jeremy over there, he found a book that said that we could summon things from another plane, and we did it. It was exciting. And then you guys came. We were just trying to better ourselves, trying to, we just wanted to learn.
It's not something that you should be meddling with in the beginning. If you were denied, just go.
I'm just supposed to ignore this little bit of power I have in me? That sounds stupid.
I yell out, ask her about the familiar.
Alright. Laura kind of crouches down, and then she's gonna say, we are looking for a familiar of a mage. In your time down here, did you see anything?
Well, I mean, Jimmy, we captured this winged-like creature. We didn't know it was a familiar. Oh my God! But it escaped. It got away from us like 2 days ago.
What did it look like?
Yeah.
It was blue. It had wings. It had a scary-looking face. He helped us write the circle, though. He seemed, like he was cool, but then he used our intrigue of the circle and used that to leave. And we're too terrified to go much further into the sewers itself.
Well, lucky we're here. Do you remember?
I don't know if lucky is, as she looks at her friends, is the right word. Please, just let me go.
We are the boogeymen.
We are the boogeymen. um, anything else you guys want me to ask her?
Anything else, guys?
Does she know about this secret like room that we're in right now?
Ask.
What? Okay, how far have you gone through the sewers?
This is as far as we've gone. We're like what, maybe 300 feet from the entrance of one of the entrances.
So you have never gone any further?
That would be stupid. Like I said, there's been stories of giant things that eat people, and I mean, the smell down here is just terrible. I only came down here because Jim Reed said this was a place that was private and nobody would come down here, and we can practice freely.
They don't come down here for a good reason. It smells like shit. You're not, you're not wrong about that. What do you mean other entrances?
Well, I mean, there's other entrances to the sewers. I mean, throughout the city, there's different grates, and I know I had a friend of mine who was in a thieves guild. I think it's what it's called. They say he used this. They use the sewers sometimes for transporting things or people. But the sewers are extensive, but they're old. Not even the town guard like to come down here. They store trash and stuff down here, and that's about it.
Is this the only rendezvous point that you ever had?
I mean, we will come down here in this spot like half a dozen so times. I mean, Jim Reed just got denied from the college like a month ago, and he said that if he couldn't get in, we wouldn't either. I mean, he has far more potential than we've ever had. We just have a little bit of magic touch. But
Sounds like she was duped into his.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It does. It does. It sounds like you were misled.
look, if you let me go, I won't tell anybody you're down here.
We have
Oh,
permission.
Let me and Bryant go, please, please. He looks really hurt. Let me get into it.
We have permission to be down here. And our goal wasn't to attack you.
Then why did you? Then why? Then you killed my friends.
We defended ourselves.
From the bottom of my heart, my bad.
My bad?
I'm behind her, and I say, drop all your things on the floor.
I don't have much with the clothes on my here. I mean, here's some magical ingredients that the Jim Reed gave me.
Give it to Lyra.
Okay. I don't. I mean, you already took my gold pouch, my coin pouch.
Yeah.
That's all the money I had. It was all my life savings.
I keep the one that's sleeping to wake him up. And I say, and I'm going to use intimidation on him, and I say, you better shut the fuck up or I'm going to slit your throat right here.
It's quiet.
We're going to let you go. If you say anything, if you do anything, if you even look at us, we're going to stab you.
We're gonna stab you.
We're gonna just stab you.
I promise, good sir. We meant no harm. We'll be long gone. Faster than you can even think. I swear. Just please, unbind me.
What you were doing down here was illegal. We will let it slide this time. Your friends paid your punishment for you. Never come down here again.
Okay, no problem. I swear.
Okay, they're all unbind, and I kick them right in the ass as they wiggle away.
Thank you. And they begin to rush down the hallway.
I thought frickin' Pops was an ass. A root.
Alright.
Troll.
Well, I think we should either have a rest or a short rest or a long rest. Depends on what everyone's spells are like. What's everyone's spells like?
I've used one first level spell.
Lyra.
I think it like disappeared on us.
Alright, well, we might as well take this time, and do you guys want to do a rest? Get our spell slot back and continue on, just in case.
Just to explain it to you though, a long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how. I don't think anybody really used a lot of.
The dragon breath tongue, you can do it once per day for now.
Yeah, you have to do a long rest after you.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm just gonna go along with the statement of whatever we do, we need someone over here with some decent night vision to see if anything comes this way.
Yeah, we'll take shifts, I guess.
You guys are going to rest in the
Well,
shed.
Freddy, is there anything? What's further down into that room?
I can't see!
Yeah, Freddy
That
looks. He's like, it's
sucks.
dark.
Well, so I'll move up on the crates in front of Freddy, and I'll move deeper into the room quietly, kind of lurking in the corner. I'm going to look around with perception and see if I see any rat.
I'll keep close behind him just in case.
Son of a bitch! That's what happened the last time. Why is this area void of rats? This does not make sense to me.
There is no rats. Doesn't appear to be any insects.
I do not
normally would be
like
like kind of small, maybe fish or crawdads in the waters. There is
So
nothing.
I say back to Freddy, hey, this is abnormal. There should be lots of rats down here. There's a major void of rats and insects and
Well,
natural
maybe
animals.
something that scared them away.
Yeah.
We should.
So I'm a little nervous about resting here, Zeroff, because I don't know what's down here, and the absence of the animals really bothers me a great deal.
If we're gonna move any farther forward, we have to stay together and watch each other's backs.
Now, I'm going to question the exit of this place. Is there an exit?
As far as you know, you saw them run off in this direction.
In the direction we came,
And
right?
from the direction you came. You guys arrived in a magical teleportation wise, but they seem to have run that and run right past you guys teleported in it. So you're assuming that there's probably an exit that direction.
Do you guys want to walk out here temporarily, have a rest, and come back in?
Well,
We could do that.
Exit is at any time.
That would be better than trying to rest in here for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, it stinks like shit, and I don't like the smell.
Plus, it's always a good idea to know where your exit is.
Pussies.
Alright, we're on agreement then?
So we're gonna back out of this
Okay,
room,
so
back into the hallway.
you guys don't really need to move your tokens. This they're the mind stuff. So, okay, so you guys all, let's make sure everybody's in agreement. You guys are all taking off, right?
Out.
Yeah, we're at least gonna go find the exit at this point
At least
and
five.
see where we're at in the city. We should at least pop up and check out where we're at in the city, depending on, perhaps if there's an inn or something close by, we could grab a room. But
Okay, so as you guys wander down the tunnels, and the tunnels are about the same as the room that you guys originally saw. You see crates stacked along the walls, and you guys go about. It feels like a mile, but it's probably not even that far. Maybe like 300 or 400 feet. As you guys rush around the corner, you guys see a ladder that goes up into the actual streets itself, covered by a barred gate. It is currently daylight outside, but it's still overcast.
Can I climb up and ascertain if it's locked or not?
Sure. I
Imagine it's not.
just want you to roll an acrobatics or athletics roll. And all I'm really looking for is to see if you roll a 1 as you begin to climb the ladder.
Watching it in.
No problem. I mean, the rungs here. I mean, they're a little bit slimy and moist, so it's a little slippery. But you easily are able to climb the ladder. As you get to the top of the grate, you to the covering. There's a wood plaque that goes on it, but there's a barred entrance that goes up right below the thing. As you begin to push on the wood, it is currently locked, but it seems to be locked from the outside.
Can I use strength to try to push this thing?
or why don't you get the rogue to open it?
Well, it's
Yeah.
outside. I can't unlock it.
Am I strong enough to break this lock?
So I look further up the hallway. Does it look like there's any other ladders going down the hallway?
In your immediate vision, I mean, your dark vision only carries you so far.
Right.
No. As you okay.
Paladin, get your asses over here.
The ladder's only like it's a single ladder, so I mean one at a time.
I jumped down.
Lie down.
Let's see if I can unlock it.
Well, yeah, you're not aware at this point, but I explained to them that it seems to be these fuckers locked us in
From the out.
from the outside. It seems like they had a key to come in and out here, and it seems like to me when they exited, they locked us in.
We'll find them later on, and I will happily put it back on their back.
They might have lied to us.
So this is what? Is this like a solid, or no? It's not because we can see daylight, right? So is there like enough space to kind of slip a hand through?
It's about like 4-inch by 4-inch holes.
Okay. You probably get your hands through that if you're a human.
So as you, who's climbing up now? Freddy?
Freddy. Yeah.
Freddy, go ahead and just roll an acrobatics or athletics just to see. Looking for one, pretty much.
Athletics or acrobatics? Either
Yeah.
one?
Well, either one.
Acrobatics for you.
Yeah, no problem. You're easily able to climb this up. I mean, you saw how he kind of slipped a little bit at one point. You're able to easily climb up. As you look up, you hear the sound of the city, the hustle and bustle of the crowds. You can tell that this sewer crate is tucked in a kind of a corner. You can see where the water drains into here. So, like, you know, kind of like a storm gutter kind of thing. But as you look up, there is a chain wrapped around the handles with a small lock on the end of it. You do see, as you kind of have to really pick up there, go ahead and roll a perception roll for me real quick. Sorry.
Perception. I think that's the right one.
I mean, it seems pretty clear. I mean, you can attempt to try to reach up and unlock it with your thieves' tools, possibly.
Can I, like, is the lock on the chain or on the actual bar?
It's on the chain, and it's a solid steel lock.
Can I loop the chain around so the lock comes inward?
Move the chain so the lock.
Sure. I mean, it takes a little bit of jiggling, but as you kind of get the lock to where it won't quite fit, but you can kind of lay it flat to where it's easier, a little bit more easier access to it.
Yeah. So let's see if I can unlock this shit.
Okay. So you begin to put your lockpicks in there. Your lockpick begins to bend, as if it's about to. You feel like it's about to break as you pull out quickly, like, oh shit.
I throw guidance on him.
Do it again.
Yeah, let's try this again.
Roll a D4.
You can add a D4.
Roll a d4.
D4.
Yeah, alright.
You don't continue bending your thieves' tools, but this lock is. It's gonna need a little bit more work. You almost get it tumbled, but it's just like the angle of where the crate is and where your hands are. It's like you can't get a good twist on it.
I recast guidance on him.
One more time. If I can get the thing to pop back up. Let's try this one last time.
This is
Motherfucker.
I yell, what's the hold up here?
And suddenly you see a piece of metal fall from above and splash into the water. It's a little piece of metal as your lockpick, one of your lockpicks snap.
Happens.
Okay, so now down to 7.
Skyrim all over again.
Alright. Well, I get frustrated and
Yo, Sailor, break this shit. Break the chain.
Yeah.
So you slide down and look over at the lizard.
Well, just break the chain. All you gotta do is break the chain. Don't break the grating. Just break the chain.
Is like I boost him up and use him so he can actually sit on me. I know he weighs a ton.
The ladder goes up about 12 feet.
Is it?
Yeah.
How tall are you? How tall are you, by the way? 7 feet. How tall's my character?
Seven something.
I'm gonna need a bit of help here.
Well, how tall are you?
Wait,
And how
where would my height be? Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm 6'9".
We decided to leave the sewers, Lyra.
I'm
Alright.
5'2", so how... Can't
Everyone,
you
we need to assist him by literally
holding him up?
holding him up, maybe even like trying to propel him so that he
There, that's all the assistance I got for you.
Can
Can't
I
you
cast
use a fireball just to blow this shit up?
I'm gonna inspire him.
fireball?
Yeah, that's gonna.
We don't need to destroy the grate. This is the grate leading up into the city. There's a crowd up there, guys. Just break the chain.
Give a shit about that.
Can I cast? If I cast Mage Hand, would that be able to lift Alden or no?
The mage hand can only lift about 5 pounds.
Oh, okay. Well then.
It's just a
forget that.
simple little thing. It's a very powerful spell, so keep trying to use that spell. You can use that thing for more than you can realize.
Shane?
So Alden, you begin to climb up, and what are you going to grab the chain, the lock? What are you trying to do? Trying to push it through?
I'm gonna grab the chain, try to break it.
Okay.
Grab it and jump down.
So go ahead and make a strength roll. Now it's an iron chain, so
Thanks.
you're yank, yank, yank. You're making a lot of noise pulling on this chain, trying to get it open. As you continue pulling on it a couple times, you use your weight to kind of pull it on. Suddenly, a shadow appears, block out some of the light that was coming from above. Who's down there? City guard.
Yes, help! We're stuck in here. Can you get us out?
It's me.
You've got permission to be here.
You all wait right there. I need some assistance.
God.
Then, as you hear her kind of walk off for just a second, and then you hear what sounds like about 6 heavily armored individuals walk into above this. You guys can hear the footsteps above. You hear him jingle some some keys. You hear it click as he opens it up. He looks down. All he sees in the shadows is this giant Dragonborn's head staring at him. All of them draw their weapons. Monster! Get out of the sewers now! You're under arrest.
What? Excuse me? We have permission from the Archmage to be down here.
I want to go up there just as he goes up.
I'm on
I'll
up.
go right up after him.
Yeah, I'm right behind.
So as you guys all begin to climb up, you guys hands kind of up.
No.
I'm
I'm like,
You say the Archmage.
we're the chosen. Remember the ceremony? You don't recognize us?
Make a persuasion roll.
We have permission from Asius McCray.
Don't you remember us from the ceremony? We're the chosen.
I just kind of say something. He
You
has
have the name.
permission
You
slip.
have paperwork to say that you are allowed down here.
And I pull it out and I say, passage document right here.
He reaches out. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Suck on my
As I give passage document, I pull my middle finger.
I walk over to Lyra. Lyra, can you clean me?
Clean me
Yeah.
out.
Precipitation
So
all
wrong.
over y'all.
I'm getting addicted to the cleaning now.
As Lyra everything begins to get clean. As you kind of just, the duration is of an hour, so you can constantly just kind of just think, I clean you, I clean you, I clean you, I clean you, I clean you. But as the guards all kind of like look at you, look at the paper, like kind of startled, thrown back by all of you magically getting clean. Fucking mages. Fine, but I warn you, the sewers down there are dangerous. There's a reason why this is locked.
We're the chosen.
No shit, there's already people down there doing magic. There's a few dead bodies there too.
What do you mean, dead bodies?
Yeah, we saw some dead bodies down there. We don't.
Everyone,
There is nothing down here.
everyone, shh.
Why did you say dead bodies? Why?
There seems to be something amiss going on down there, and we came across some dead bodies. We had no fun.
We've been charged
Make
with.
a deception roll.
We've been
please.
charged with figuring it out, ridding the city of what's menacing the sewers.
You are a liar, man.
We had no part in any of it. We just went down there. The Archmage told us to come investigate on his behalf that he had lost something.
this is gonna be a lot of paperwork.
That's
No paperwork. We're not here. Can you point us to the direction of the nearest inn? That's extremely close to here, and can we have the key to that gate?
No, and no.
Well, we need to get back in there. 'Cause
Well,
we're
if
not
you
done.
need to get back in there, show the writ to one of the guards. It's close by to one of the sewer entrances. They'll let you in. But first off, your names.
We're the chosen.
I am your mama.
Do I need to say what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
I'm still in the hotkey.
That's what I was gonna do.
So,
Yeah,
let's fine. I see your role, but how are you going to get close enough for the key itself?
I'm going to. Well, he's talking to someone else. Right, and so while he's distracted, I'm going to just.
There's 6 other guards behind him.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I'm just
Now, we've had this argument before. That's not going to work.
Are they surrounding us? Or
Yeah.
You guys are in a small alleyway,
And they've got
and
us.
it looks like a kind of a drainage alley.
Well, I'll hold it for now and wait till they.
Wait, no, Lyra, go seduce the
That's what I was saying, guys.
Be the whore you are.
Still doing it? Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. She will. She's pretty. All right,
Yeah.
guys.
It was more
So,
like granted, if you know what I mean.
Laura's gonna kind of step forward. She's gonna be like, maybe you could be a guide for us.
What's your name?
Lyra,
Lyra.
but it can be whatever you want.
Make a persuade. Make a.
check.
Are you you have performance or persuasion as your skill set?
Real hard. What am I doing?
Hold on. I need to.
Performance or persuasion, which is higher?
Yeah, I should bold it plus that. Either performance or persuasion, whichever one you would like.
I don't know.
Yikes!
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, hon. You're not my type.
What?
What?
You would hit on the one gay guard out there. Fuck!
Lyra, my husband will. Sorry, I am taken. But, so I've got Lyra, your name, Elf. He looks over
He's
at
gay,
you.
is he? You said he's gay?
He slipped at his husband.
I
I'm going in for the kill on that.
I start walking past him, going root, root, root.
Stay put!
Me root, and I'm trying to walk
You
past
say your name is Root.
me root.
You stay there.
Don't think I can.
What? We have pass. We good. We chosen.
I'm doing my job.
Move. And I try to walk
And
forward.
your name, Elf. They've kind of blocked you in. There's no way walking through them. Shut up.
My name is Fingerberry.
He kind of looks at you. Fingerberry. Red hair. Kind of cute. Has instrument on. Okay. Musician. Where's your place of work?
Dives and ales.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Dives and Ales. Yeah,
Ah, that shithole of a fucking bar. Figures they'd hire somebody like you.
Not as bad as the shithole we just came out of.
And you, Freddy. I've told you need to stay out of trouble.
You know what? I'm just going to flip off one coin right at the card that says, "You're wasting your time, big love."
elf trying to extort guard.
Pretty much, I just want him to be on his way and hurry the fuck up. So I give him one go and I say,
Just give me your names. You have the paperwork. I'm just doing my job, keeping track of what's going on in the cities. It's my job. Please understand. I'm not here to hold you all up any longer than I have to. I have things I'd like to do too. And my husband
Very
is waiting
well.
for me at home as well. So
I sit there and I point to everyone and I go, name.
we know Freddy. What's this monstrosity of dragon?
Alden.
Alden. And he goes by Root, and what is this one? Nuss.
The name is of record already. We are the chosen.
I'm just making sure that we're keeping track. It's fine. You guys need to get back into the sewers. Just come see one of my men. We'll unlock it up for you. This is only a 72-hour pass, though. So whatever you need to get done, do it quickly. Nearest inn. Well, Dives and Ales is just 3 blocks that way. If you're working there, I assume you probably want to just go back down that way.
Most likely free.
All right. Well, thank you for being honest and forthcoming. I'm sorry, sweetheart, you're not my type, but
I'm everyone's type.
Alright.
be on your way. Be on your way. He walks past you guys and closes the gate and locks it back up. The guards disperse.
But we had 3 blocks that direction to the dive. So we're familiar with this area because we're here shortly.
Well,
before.
it's somewhat familiar. I mean, it's,
Well, not
yeah.
completely at all.
Freddy is anyway.
Yeah, Freddy leads you guys back over to Dives and Ales.
Thanks, Freddy. He can actually see. He's happy now.
Yeah.
Good old Freddy.
He's also muted, I think, because he's trying to say something and I can't hear his voice.
You're like muted.
Bite me.
Yeah.
My grandma came in here bitching at
So
me.
it shouldn't take us but just a hop, skip, and a jump, right?
Yeah, but not even 5 minutes. Oh.
So we enter in the dive and ale.
You guys enter in the Dive and Ale. You guys walk out the front. It's open. It's fairly early in the morning. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. It's later on in the afternoon. It's getting closer towards nightfall. Late afternoon, we'll say. The bar, it's got some denizens in it. There's about 14 different patrons. You can see the female waitress that originally worked there before. You also see, the male owner and Gorman himself and Tanya, his wife, all working there. You see Rick in the corner playing with a dagger. But
This is what we all were assigned to begin with, right? So we already have rooms here, correct?
Yes.
I thought.
You ought to return. How does your thing? I saw you guys at the festival. What was all that about?
We're chosen.
Me, Root, me, chosen.
Got put in a shitty situation.
Fuck off with your
Literally.
shitty puns.
Well, that's. I guess it's an honor to have those. What's the word? Touched by the fate, maybe?
Soon to be dead.
Well, let's hope not. That's not the case, there, Freddy.
Freddy is very optimistic.
But
I'm pessimistic.
you guys look hungry. Something to drink, eat. Zoroth, you're supposed to be on stage in an hour.
Get Zeroth some fucking ale, please.
And I definitely want bread and cheese.
No problem, no problem. We'll get you fed up. You're ready for your performance tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to work 3 hours on the stage every night. 7 p.m.
Also, say to him that I need to talk to him in a privately.
Oh, no problem. Let me take care of your friends, get them situated, and no problem. So, beets and cheese and wine for you and the lady?
Yes, please.
We'll give you some of the decent stuff. What do dragons eat?
Meat.
Ham
Got some
ham good for
boy.
you? We're cooking ham steaks tonight.
What?
I wouldn't mind getting over the dragon either. I'm on down.
Freddy, you want your usual?
Might as well.
All right.
Water, vegetables, and bread, please.
We're serving potatoes. That's what we're serving tonight. That good for you?
Extra potatoes and water.
That's kind of nods along with behind you. All right. Well, is he? They disperse. Allie runs back in the back, begins to gather your guys' stuff, pours your guys' drinks, sets you guys up at one of the medium tables in the corner. Actually do have. Water.
Oh yes, awesome.
So
Is Drew still on the chase for that guy?
Oh,
that we killed?
I sit down as this. I tell everybody don't eat.
Why?
Wait.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, but I wanna make sure.
Not
And-
poisoned.
Better not be poisoned.
Why would we be poisoned here? No one knows where we're staying except for the guards.
Been
So
murdered.
as they set up the food, your demon-like friend puts his hands over everything, and a flow of like greenish, yellowish magic kind of cascades over all your foods. All seems pretty good.
Purified, make it nice and purified. Make sure that it's not disease.
Disease, resin, poison.
Ace bag.
So, food is set before.
Basically worse than the
You
water.
are,
Thanks,
Gorman
bro.
nods to you, Zaroff. Whenever you're ready, meet me in the kitchen. We'll have a talk.
Okay. I finish off Skull my ale, finish off my food, and as if I was like a pig, and just walk.
Typical teenager lofts down his food. Got it. No problem.
Shoe fits, wear it.
As you guys
Rude.
begin to eat your sustenance, stuff like that. Zaroff, you walk in the back. Gorman goes, "What's up?"
I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Well,
A bit of a favor.
Okay. What is it? Speak your mind.
I'm looking to acquire some narcotic.
Well, then.
Narcotics, huh? I don't really.
Depends. I don't know whether it's legal or not, but I'm looking for something green.
oh god.
Green and leafy.
You're looking for some elven grass, huh?
Elven grass.
Well, I don't partake that in myself. I'm more of a dwarven root fan myself, but
I'm sure you know people, given your establishment, and by no offense.
sure. You want me to just take that out of your wages?
Yeah. Or I can pay up front. Either's fine.
All right. Well, how much you looking to get?
What's the going rate for about an ounce of it?
About an ounce, about 3 gold.
I'll get an ounce.
Hand him 3 gold.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I'll talk to a couple of associates of mine. Maybe we can track some down for you.
Thank you.
Don't smoke it in the room, though.
Nah.
All right.
Please don't get freaking high while we're
I'll go
fighting.
back to the table.
Okay. So as you guys sit and talk, or sit gathering around the table, you guys are at this table here. The stage is right there.
I can't see my character.
I don't have the character tokens on here. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't.
Oh god.
If you really want the tokens on there, I can put the tokens on there.
There. Aldo's fucking massive.
That's what she said.
Oh
There's a
man.
big bitch.
That's too small again.
I didn't think it was quite necessary, but it's easy enough for me to do that.
Also, I'm the last person.
It's just because you're last on the list. So, but
And away I
as
go.
you guys are sitting around the table talking, the stage is yours. What do you all want to do?
wants to go do a stripper pole dance.
Okay.
I'm bored.
Bored.
This one hasn't been very eventful.
Well,
That was an eventful event. We got a lot of information, and now we need to discuss what we know.
Can you
So we figure out what we're gonna do next.
Can you fill me in on what happened
With
when I was away?
oh,
He was daydreaming.
we interrogated the two remaining of these magic casters, and we also discovered a trap.
greetings.
Luckily,
My bad.
I saved everyone. And Freddy here, he disarmed that trap for us.
What items did you acquire?
I acquired a few things, but there's still things I needed to ascertain what they are. You might want to go talk to Root in regards to what I have given him.
It's a bag of mystery.
I can't really ascertain too much of what I have an idea what it does, but I'm sure he's more well equipped to kind of give you more of a in-depth.
He's too small to be well equipped.
But there is one thing that I want you guys to look at and see if you guys can ascertain what this might be, what it might function as. And I pull out the black gleaming stone and I put it on the table.
Wait, just joined my chat.
Oh, clone. The demon?
Fire was on there twice.
This is funny as hell.
Okay.
Fuck.
Interesting.
So I put the black gleaming stone on the table in front of everyone. And see if we can figure out what this thing is and what it does.
Go ahead and cast your identify again. So
Okay.
go ahead and click an Arcana roll. See how much information you can ascertain.
Identify. True.
I am way too nervous to do any.
And Arcana, right? Yeah.
As you guys see Zora kind of sitting at the table at the end of the table with the black rock in front of him. He's muttering an incantation. You see him mark a couple magical ruins around there. He begins to kind of delve deeper into the actual spell, into the actual thing itself. It is a gem of light. Actually, that's not even the name of it. Hold on, I have the wrong name. Where's my...
Does
So-
that mean it's like good and not evil?
Sounds like an
It
item
has
that-
Gem of Brightness.
of brightness.
It has 28 charges.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of things it can do. So with 28 charges, you can use one of the charges to make a 30-foot by 30-foot light circle around you.
Mm-hmm.
30 feet of dim light past that. So bright light 30 feet, dim light for 60 feet. You can use another charge. For 3 charges, you can use it to fire a brilliant beam of light at one creature within 60 feet. If the creature fails a DC 15 con saving throw, it becomes blinded for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use 5 charges, you can cast a flare of blindness, but you can blind everybody for a minute, including yourself and allies.
I'm blind as fuck!
Well, the best use of that, honestly, would be for Freddy to be able to see.
Like, is there any way to, like, give me night vision eventually? Question.
Maybe.
A ring of night vision, eyeglasses of night vision.
Is there a way to link all of our visions together?
Yikes.
No.
Oh, sad face.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright.
That would make it so easy to, like, be able to counter shit.
So these two Jaspers, like, what are they? Like,
They're gems.
just gems, not magic by anything, just straight gems.
So the bloodstone itself is worth about 50 gold pieces. The the chameleon, the bluish pinkish one or whatever, is worth 30 gold pieces.
The what one?
The 30, the bluish teal one.
Which is okay. So we'll just say blue one.
Yeah, it's worth
Gem.
30 gold pieces. The two jaspers, the two jaspers are worth 14 gold apiece.
So are you getting these values from Freddy?
Yeah.
And then the blackstone itself is worth 50.
So he's basically showing you a bunch of gems and you're telling him estimated value. Because you're pretty much the only one here that knows.
Okay.
I'm going to wander up to my room and begin my rest.
Okay. And so as
I'm going to talk to Freddy, and I noticed that you broke one of your lockpicks. How much do you think a lockpick cost just to replenish your current stock?
Hold on. I gashed my finger.
You don't play with knives.
Huh?
You don't play with knives.
This is small compared to my other ones.
that's what she said.
Don't make me get the purple one.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, show that our gem. So
Well, those are red.
your lockpicks are 50 copper a piece.
50 copper? Okay. Well, I flip him a gold coin and say replace it.
So as Alden and Root get up from the table if they finish eating, up to their
So you add
rooms.
1 gold to your thing, Freddy.
Okay.
And then you can go get whatever you want, whether you want to go to sleep now and do it tomorrow, or you want to do it now and then come back and go to sleep. That's up to you.
We figure if it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it'll be 8 at night when we're going to want to go back down to the sewers. That sounds like a great time to come across mischief in the sewers.
I agree.
Yeah.
Agree, boy, my best friend.
Well, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Alright, so 10 o'clock at night, it's even closer to midnight, which is stroke of trouble.
Is there any actual stores nearby for me to buy stuff?
You would know of a general store about 2 blocks over.
Would they have lockpicks?
Generally found at most, yeah. It's the general store itself is called Lingo Garwes Well-Watered Goods. He is a halfling owner. You've dealt with him before.
I want to go there to buy some extra supplies.
Buy yourself a torch.
I want to go to a
Yeah,
magic
Jesus.
store first before I buy anything like that. I got a lantern though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, the 2 people go up to sleep. Freddy is going to head to the general store. Lyra?
I'm gonna stay and get pleasantly squiffy. Stay and get drunk.
She goes to the bar and gets hammered.
So we'll say you're taking your long rest while drinking. So go ahead and just roll a Constitution saving throw. Let's see how drunk you get.
I'll be right back.
I'm
Me?
getting drunk too, by the way, so should I do one as well?
Oh, fucking A.
Well,
Alrighty, if
Fucking
I
elves
get
are
on
the
that
elves
one,
are the
I swear to
alcoholics in
God.
this game.
I'm fucking
You,
wasted.
Oh,
you both,
what? I rolled a 2.
well, Lyra, as you just begin to drink, Tanya, she just kind of keeps your glass topped off continuously as you 2 banter back and forth about just female talk and just getting to know each other a little bit. But about an hour in, you realize that you're probably deep into your 2nd bottle already,
Yikes.
and you're wasted. You're starting to flirt with the patrons, like you're becoming a show.
Flirted with already.
Darth, as you begin to take a drink, Tanya's like, you still have to perform tonight, so let's not get totally slushed yet, okay?
Alright, so yeah, I'll go to my. Is there a place on the map that.
Yeah, it's just a small stage.
Okay, alright, well, I'll go up to the stage and
There.
I'll move. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
So just roll a performance roll. No. You can't show that on stream. Don't show that on stream. it wasn't your. It's not your best performance. The alcohol may have gotten to you a little bit more than you would have liked.
Better than what they had.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, it's moderately played. I mean, it's okay. It's enough to suffice these denizens. Not trying to entertain a lord or anything. It's just people, and they don't really have care get two shits.
You suck. Oh.
Throw some more dirt in his eye.
No. God.
Lyra, how promiscuous is your character?
I mean, she's picky with her stuff, but she'll flirt with everyone.
Okay.
Although 1 to 10.
So it's we'll say probably like your fourth hour in of drinking during your rest here. A human male approaches you. He's decent looking, but maybe it's because you might be drunk.
Probably.
Begins to approach you, and at some point during the conversation, he goes, "So, how much for a room?"
Excuse me?
I didn't mean any offense by it. A beautiful woman like you hanging out here at this shithole of place, I just assumed that you were working.
You think I'm a working class lady of the night?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend, but I meant it more as a compliment. You are a very, very attractive woman, and I would do anything to get a taste of that.
Oh, taste.
Well, first,
Do you have a knee near his balls?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
This is on Lyra. This is on Lyra, guys.
Yeah, this is on you.
Fucking hey. I kind of, I want to cast Shocking Grasp on him.
Oh no.
So go ahead and click your shocking grasp spell then.
Hold on. There we go. I'm not gonna kill him or anything, guys.
Oh,
Relax. Just
Non-fatal.
maim him a little bit.
He's a typical human person. General humans don't have very many hit points, but we'll say you were going for non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal, obviously.
As
Just
you-
enough for him to be like, oh. leave me
Attack.
alone.
As you kind of lean in flirtingly, kind of like you're maybe being coy, maybe you are. Suddenly your hand just kind of touches his leg and kind of rushes up the side, and suddenly, zap! You see him stiffen like a board. Hair stands on end. And then he falls over unconscious. Tanya looks at you. I was wondering how long it was going to take before you would beat the crap out of one of my peoples. I'm going to take this room. I have to put him in a room. I'm going to take this charge out of your brother's cut. Do you understand?
Yes, you can take it out of mine if you'd like. I'll pay for the room.
Well, you don't currently work here. Your brother does.
Oh.
If you're looking for a job, though, I mean, maybe we can do.
Just steal the fuck's gold and then use that.
True. Does he have any gold in his pocket?
Tanya just looks at you laughing. Go ahead and make an investigation roll.
Yeah.
That one. That one.
Please, fuck off. Alright, fuck off. Alright, if I get it.
You find 45 copper pieces, 23 silver, and a very dirty gold piece.
Yeah, use that.
Yeah. How much for a room?
Okay. But
How much for a room, though?
you asked that to Tanya? Rooms will generally
Yeah.
go. For the higher end rooms, 5 silvers. But the room I was going to put him in, it was only going to be like, 70 copper.
Oh, well.
Just give it one silver.
I'll give you 1 silver.
Uh,
From that guy's pocket, not from mine.
I guess he'll pay for the room then. That's fine. All right. So, Rick, can you get him? Yeah, I'm on it. Because you see Rick walk over. It's the first time you've seen him not in the shadow. He's kind of handsome. He's a little bit rugged, kind of like the bad boy look. He's got the long black hair, shaved on the sides. He's got tattoos that run across the back end of his head that goes down to the back. It's kind of like tribal-like. That runs up the side of his head and runs down to the center of his spine. He's got a gnarly scar. You can see his left eye is completely like scarred out, and if not blinded, you're not exactly sure. He seems to walk with a sense of like he's a badass, kind of like he's just sense of worth. He walks, he grabs the guy, and chucks him over his shoulder, looks at you. He winks with his scarred eye. A lady who can take care of herself. I like that. And he begins to walk upstairs. So, as you go back to your drink and have a drink, Friday, as you walk over to the.
Laura sort of go and then go to see type.
Okay. Rick is the most handsome guy in the bar itself.
Apart from me.
You don't look at your brother in that way. At least I would hope not.
Well, how they both act, I'm pretty sure they've had something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. When not related.
Lag.
So, Friday, as you begin to walk down the street and around the corner, you walk over to Lingo's, you can see it's a tent that's laid over the top of a wooden building. And you've been here before. And the colors of the tent are vibrant purples and blues, and it's very, very ostentatious. It's flamboyant. It sticks out in the drabbery of the rest of the den itself here. He's got beads that hang for the door. You begin to walk in. You smell the sense of different kinds of incense and candles burning. The lines of just general goods, fruits and vegetables, ropes, anything you can think of that a general store would sell. You see this little halfling man. Couldn't stand more than 3.5 feet tall. Sitting at the end of the counter, smoking his pipe. And he goes, "Ah, Freddie, how are you doing, darling? Staying out of trouble, I hope."
It's been pretty shitty lately.
Welcome to the den. I need to get out of this place, but you all keep bringing me back. I spend way too much money for such simple goods. What can we do for you, Freddie? What can we do for you, Freddie?
I need some more lockpicks.
Lockpicks, you say? How many are you looking to get?
How much are they at the moment?
Depending on how much trouble you trying to get in.
It's more like how much I want to get out of.
Haha, touche, touche. I like you, Freddie. There's a reason why we need to do business a lot. So, I've got 20 sets available. So, depending on how much you would.
For all of them.
Well, 70 copper a piece. That's. I'm having trouble doing math in my head. That's 14 silver.
14 silver. Does he have anything magical of any variety?
Magical, look.
You can ask him.
Lucky Charms.
Got anything explosive on stock today?
Freddie, you are trying to get in way too much trouble. Explosive. Now, well, that's not my forte, right? I'm just a simple store owner here. I only sell the dribble to the trash, but I overcharge slightly.
I give him an odd look.
But, Freddie, what are you trying to do?
Be an ass? What am I not trying to do?
Well, I don't have anything to say explosive, but I do have in my possession a couple smoke bombs.
Those could be useful. How much for those?
3 gold apiece.
Oh, that's dear.
That's deep. Do you have any throwing knives?
I am not the one who sells weapons here. I've got some kitchen knives if you're looking for that. If you want throwing knives, you're gonna have to go see a blacksmith. Come on now, Freddy. How long have you lived in the city?
You buy those toy bombs, but I'll pay for it.
What?
Buy the smoke bombs and I'll pay for it when you get back. You just tell me.
I'll take the smoke
Yeah,
bombs, the thieves' tools. Do you have any flasks of oil?
Oh, of course, of course. You need torch oil, candlelight oil.
Lantern oil.
Ah, yes, no problem. On the shelf over there, no problem. That's 5 copper for a small vial. 10 for the medium.
What's the difference?
6 ounces, 12 ounces.
So 10 copper.
He's got like a stack of like 50 there, so you can pretty much buy as much.
You won't need that much, though.
I'll just take 8 flasks, just the small.
Okay.
Since I'm pretty sure the flasks of oil I have are small anyway.
Well, these are just small vials of oil. It's just basically enough to kind of fill a lantern up to keep it lit for an 8-hour period.
Yeah.
Well, I don't plan on having it lit at one time for 8 hours to begin with.
All right. But each vial is about 8 hours worth of oil to keep the lantern.
I'm sitting here budgeting in my head. My grandma's drowned that one thing into me to budget.
So what's that in total, GM?
Well, depending on how much he's buying.
Well, the lockpicks, smoke bombs, the oil.
6 gold. 7 gold.
Yeah.
I would do.
Would he have rations?
Oh, of course I've got rations. I've got the elven variety, human variety, and dwarven variety.
Which is cheaper?
The humans, for sure. They eat shit.
Yeah.
No offense, Freddy. I know your brother and her,
It's like cockroaches and fucking.
but they don't. But they don't have a taste or a tongue or palate, as we say, as the elves or the dwarves. Dwarves like a little bit more salty. Elves are a little bit more sweet. Humans feed them dog shit. No offense again, Freddy.
Oh,
Take it. I've lived here for how long?
All your life.
I live here. I can't take that as an offense.
That's true. The den is a shithole. For you, Freddy. Well, how many days rations you get?
Well, I want 5 days human rations, 10 days elven.
And with the human rations, they're 2 copper apiece. So 10 copper for the 5, and 10 for the 10 copper for elven.
So that's gold for 10 of them.
Or silver. It's 100 copper for a silver, 100 silver for a gold.
You're still at the 7 gold mark.
Okay, I'll take all of that.
Okay, so make sure you mark all that down on your character sheet
Okay.
and subtract the money. Ah, well, Freddy, I thank you for not coming in and stealing like you normally do. Actually paying for it. I'm glad you're stepping up and.
Had to do it sooner or later.
You look surprisingly clean, Freddy. You must have new friends. A woman involved, maybe. Or possibly a man, maybe, wink, wink.
More like pain in my ass, all of them.
Lovers can be that way.
God, I hope they don't turn into one of those.
Well, as he kind of puts it all into a small, just basic cloth-like parcel for you, and hands it to you. Well, Freddy, tell your friends about me. I am Lingo. This is my store, so please come visit me anytime. Anytime you want to spend coin, I'll gladly take it.
Is there like a magical shop of any kind and or weapon?
Not down here in the dens. Oh, and I mean no offense by this, friend, but I don't think that you could afford such goods.
You said I was gonna buy these.
And I want nothing to do with it. I know nothing. I know nobody.
Okay, as a not in-game, how do you spell smoke?
SMOKE.
Is he making his way back to the tavern then?
Yeah. So you'll be making your way back to the tavern. You begin to enter. You see Lyra, red-cheeked and
Bomb.
being the center of attention besides her brother, who was on stage.
I'm about to get off stage
Yeah, playing his
at this point.
final number. Nobody seems to be paying any attention to him. Everybody's kind of paying attention to the beautiful woman dancing on the bar.
On the bar.
She's
On the
pretty
bar.
hammered.
Come on, guys.
Drunk.
Hey,
She's great.
is there anything on the floor I can pick up and toss at her?
I mean, there's pieces of, crap meats and other miscellaneous crap.
Pick up the largest random piece of meat on the floor and toss it at her.
Go ahead and make a dexterity attack roll. Just click dexterity. Just click dexterity.
Click dexterity. Well, that's under saving, whatever. Dexterity.
Oh, fuck. Do I need to do anything?
No, so as you're dancing, not even really paying attention. You're just dancing to your brother's music like you normally do. Suddenly, like right on the top end, like where your collarbone is, this piece of like old bacon that's hardened hits you.
Jerky.
Alright.
You look over and you see Freddy, hands in the air like he was the one who threw it.
Get down. This isn't a brothel.
Make me, bitch.
Oh god.
Yes.
So I finished my music, yeah.
Yeah.
Control your sister.
Yeah, I just ignored that whole situation, and, like none of it happened, and I go, so how did your lockpick buying go?
Decent, I got some more.
A lot more than just lockpicks.
Yeah.
So how much was your lockpick?
How much were the lockpicks again?
70 copper apiece.
70 copper a piece. I bought 20.
Okay. Alright. Did you get
Don't
anything
ask
else?
me to do the math.
14 silver.
Did you get anything else?
Got rations just in case. Got some smoke bombs for evasion.
Okay. Well, while we're having this conversation, he obviously tells me about everything, and I give him the remaining gold, which was total of 7, wasn't it? So I give him 6.
Wow.
So
Awful
you're back
generous.
to what I was before I bought.
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So your new elven friend, as you're having this conversation, prices you two price it out, and he reimburses you. This is the first time like anybody's ever reimbursed you for anything.
Yeah.
A magical moment.
Too bad they didn't have any like other rations besides human, elf, and dwarf.
Well, there probably is, but maybe not in a general store.
Probably.
You're lucky to get those options at a general store.
Was there any tips during my play, or not pay attention, like you said?
So roll a d100, and you're gonna divide this by 3 because you didn't have the best roll.
Roll a d100.
Yep.
What? That's a thing.
Yeah. So
Yes, a
on
D100 is a thing.
on the advanced roll, if you click it, there you go. You figured it out. Wow.
Wow.
So you made
Ooh.
3 gold, 3 silver during your performance.
Yeah.
And 3 silver, right?
Ooh, that's my boy.
Damn.
Yeah, a couple of the half-elven patrons had sat in front was enjoying your presentation. You get a sense that they weren't just tipping you; they were probably tipping Lyra as well, as she was constantly dancing to your music, drinking, making a show out of it. It's kind of the tandem thing that you guys kind of do.
Alright, with all that said, I'll probably head up to my room and have a easy.
All right. So, as you guys, anybody else want to do anything before we finish? Not finish the day, but finish the sleep.
Did Lyra get any money from her dancing on the bar?
Your brother would have had it all to the cup, so that's on you and him to discuss on that.
He got 3 gold for a reason because of your dancing.
You got it. Yeah.
So as you guys take the rest of the evening and take a little bit of a nap, elves don't normally sleep. They kind of meditate and relax more than anything else. That's why I allowed you guys to kind of drink and do what you do to take your rest. You guys need to spend any hit dice to get your hit points back. You guys can do so. You guys get your spells back. It is now roughly about 11 o'clock in the evening as you guys all begin to stir and rise and head back down the stairs.
So, how was everyone's rest?
Real snoring.
Alden, the bed was uncomfortable. It's like this made for a human, and you're way too fucking tall.
That was shitty.
Well, I had a good night.
As Gorman walks over, hey, you guys are, what are you all up to? You guys are up late? Let's headed out again, are you?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
And then I nudge you. Any word?
still working on it. Give me the morning. I have one of my, you met the guy who was originally playing the music when he first came. He's out taking a look for you. He says he knows somebody, but hopefully he'll be back by morning. If not, might have to send you after him. Hopefully that's not the case.
Okay. Alright, so you guys want to head back to the sewer, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll all venture forth back to the sewer.
You guys make your way back over to the same entrance as you guys had it before. I'm just moving this for now. You guys come to the gate, and there is not the same guard that you were originally talking to, but there is a guard now posted at the entrance of this little alcove. You guys begin to approach. Halt! What are you all doing here?
Me root, me chosen, me sewer. Open.
Better off give him a slip.
Yeah, I give him the passage slip.
Fucking mages. Hands you back your paper. Turns around, unlocks the
You
gate.
shouldn't let Root the talking.
Be careful down there, though, please. And if you see anything that needs our attention, please mark it down. Bring us back any information, all right?
You willing to pay for that?
Take it to the garrison, maybe. Maybe they'll offer a reward. I don't know, depending on what you all find.
I climb down inside.
Information is valuable.
True statement. All right. As you guys make your way back down, go back to you guys' original area where you guys were hanging out at. The opening of where the trap or where the secret passage was. You see the trap still not reset. You see the bodies. They are beginning to have this black-like slime overcome them.
So my investigation was I'm looking to see if the habitat is going. Rats down here now.
And when you first came down, there was a couple rats. They skirted off when you guys came down. But as you get closer to where you guys originally were, we'll say wildlife, for lack of better terms, seems to get scarcer and scarcer until you get to about the trap, and then it's non-existent.
Yeah, I don't like that, guys.
I'm investigating if anything has changed since the time that we have left.
No, not really. The trap where the water is completely filled with water now. It's no longer.
Alden, do me a favor.
Huh?
Throw the bodies in the hole.
Okay.
Alden walks over and easily picks up the bodies. Here, relatively big. You have to like it's like a cross section of blades on the top, so might have to like squish them in, and you might have to cut them up to get them into the actual hole itself.
I break their spines and fold them up and throw them in.
Make a strength roll.
Thanks.
She walks over, and as you guys are all kind of like looking around, you hear this pop of like and breaking a bone as he begins to fold the bodies.
Ugh. Gross.
As he walks, he folds them up and he takes them over and he shoves them into the hole underneath the water, gets them underneath the blades and kind of jimmies them where they're going to be kind of stuck underneath.
So after he gets done with all the bodies, I go and step on the pressure plate.
At this point, the pressure plate does nothing. It's been deactivated. The rogue had deactivated. I'm gonna say that Nusk did not join you all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not here, and
I did a really shitty acrobatics roll to jump onto the first crate.
it's not that hard. You easily climb up on there. But go ahead and make a perception roll.
Perception? Okay.
This dark gray area right here, does it go up a little bit, or is that a wall?
It's just a wall.
Is that everyone? Because everyone's within the same kind of...
Yeah, that's all that.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll a perception roll for me.
Everybody or just...
Anybody who's listening, who wants to listen.
I want to. Hold on.
Alex, you know you're muted, right? You're muted on Discord itself.
Oh.
Lyra, you're just you just can't get over the smell. You're just like trying not to throw up. It's just terrible.
The sound of the crackle of bones.
We're not getting
How
into
have
the-
I
the-
gotten
anything.
to... How... It's every time that we come into the sewers, guys. I just get ones.
So,
You just don't like it here, clearly.
It's a very shitty situation.
Freddy and Root, as you guys get closer to the edge of the pit itself, begin to scurry across the crates. A noise, just faint, from off in the distance. You guys hear
Fire snakes.
Please say it's not a basilisk.
Well, if it's snake, that would be the druids would know.
Mm.
God.
They can speak with animals, so they were able to understand what it said. So
Did it sound natural, or did it sound animal, or is in like a hissing?
make a nature roll. Or it sounded like an animal.
It did sound like an animal.
It
All
sounded
right.
like a
All right. So
but large.
Whoa.
I kind of want to keep, like, looking out for traps and shit.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation roll.
God damn.
It's really dark in here.
I want to assist him with that, since I activated a trap, and now I'm aware there's traps around.
Okay, go ahead and roll it one more time, Alex. Would have been advantage, but
Nat
Oh,
20.
damn!
so between the two of you, you guys are kind of scurrying around. You guys don't see any more traps in your general vicinity here. The trap here seems to had been set off and has not seemed to reset. It looks like it was probably some kind of manual reset to it. So it was deliberately placed here. But whoever placed it here has not returned.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that kind of catches your eye, Fred, is you kind of go across the top of it. You see this large strip of something kind of hanging over the top of the blades themselves where the water coalesced over this pit. And it's roughly about 8 feet in length and about 1.5 feet wide.
is it?
It's just barely floating in the water. It's hard to make out without actually going out and over and touching it.
Reach.
Now that is it more than 5 pounds?
It's right here. I don't know.
Is it more than 5 pounds?
I don't know. Certainly try.
Well, Lyra could pick it up with her mage hand.
If it's less than 5.
Wait. Is there any like rocks or anything, some skull or anything, maybe a rock around?
It's pretty void of any natural rockage.
Do you have a
Um,
long stick?
I
Is
have
it
my
like
staff.
rock?
I have my staff.
Could someone like poke it just to determine what material it's made out of?
I'll poke it with my staff.
okay, with your stick. Okay, it's no problem. As you go ahead and you poke with the stick,
Poke him with the stick.
it's not very. It sinks as you press into it, and you kind of pick up your staff and pick it up. You see what appears to be some kind of skin that was shedded.
Oh my god.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Is it thick shed or is it a very light crusty color?
Say that one more time. Is it?
Is it like a thick shed or is it just like a crust?
It's crusted, but it's been soaking in water, so it's still got its fluidity to it, and it doesn't appear to be fresh, but
It's not
Nothing
old.
down here is fresh.
yeah.
So it's not usable by any means then.
Probably not. I mean, maybe. I don't know. You can gather it up, but it's filthy and been sitting in sewer water.
No. Probably
So this sounds like a snake to me.
You guys hear movement in the water coming from the southeastern direction.
okay.
I step forward
Large.
and I look into the darkness, looking for the different shade of color for
You need
that
movement.
This is which direction? The way we're facing? Or
Yeah, southeastern directions. And here's someone.
Alright. As soon as I get a glimmer of anything, I want to do something.
So as Root kind of begins to walk forward, you see a small wake in the water, just on the edge of your vision. And then it disappears.
Shit.
The water here comes about mid-thigh to anybody who's about 5'5" or taller.
Get
If you're shorter than that, it comes to your waist. I don't know everybody's height right now.
Out of the water.
Yeah, everyone get out of the water.
Yeah.
Get out of the water.
I go to Root and I go, do you see anything?
I see something in the water up ahead. See that wake right there? He's under the water.
Another one appears and then it disappears again.
Okay, so what's the range of this gem of brightness?
It's 30 feet of bright light and then 30 feet of dim light.
What's range in terms of where I can cast it?
And you cast it upon the gem itself. It emanates from the gem itself. So wherever you put the gem, that's where it's going to emanate.
Throw it into the water.
No, I don't want to lose it. Alright, I'm going
And it
to
lasts for
walk
1
close
hour.
to-
Sorry, I should have
I'm
said
gonna
that.
walk close to the these like things that look like wood. Is that actually like?
It looks like wood crossings, like little wood bridges. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm obviously following this slide here. I'm gonna get. This is the direction it is.
It's the last time you saw the wake was like right here.
I don't see anything.
Obviously, don't see anything. So I want you guys to position yourselves where you guys are going to stand, and I want you all to roll initiative. No, don't go that far up. Don't go past where Root is. That's about as far as you guys would have gotten.
Okay.
You click on your token, then click initiative. Yes.
Click on token. Click what?
Nice.
Finally.
So it's you.
And where is this again?
Jesus.
That's okay. She's
Fine.
magic.
Why am I doing such bad rolls?
It doesn't matter.
Initiative?
It's okay. It's okay for a sock to be last.
And
Actually,
then
kind
click
of
that
prefer
thing.
That's funny.
Why? I don't think I've rolled a single nat 20.
I've rolled 2 now?
3.
3?
Okay, has everybody rolled initiative?
Yeah.
All right.
But he's all
Freddy, you're first to act. As you appear, it's really, really dark in here. Really hard for you to see anything. I mean, there's a little bit of light, but it's faint. So it's really hard for you to see.
So I have a question. If I like ignited one of the flasks of oil and threw it in the water, would it stay on top of the water and catch fire?
You could certainly try. But how are you going to ignite it?
Well, lantern or candle. Got those two.
Okay, well, the lantern has like a little flintlock system inside of it. It's like kind of like a lighter. That's how it lights the oil. So,
Put your candle in there. Light up your candle.
How far does a candle even light up anyway?
about 10 feet.
10 feet.
I am actually going to use. How far can I see? Because I have dark vision.
I don't know, it's not your turn yet.
Okay.
Ah.
I was just curious.
Hey.
Oh,
I
Freddy.
don't know what to do. Oh, okay, I'm gonna light my lantern.
Okay.
Does that count as an action or a bonus
That
action?
takes an action to light it.
What would it take for me to light one of the flasks of oil and throw it? Is that an action or a bonus action?
That'd be an action to do that as well. And as you light your lantern, you can see that your light gets bigger. Be able to get bigger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a little bit. Can I sneak as a bonus action? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to sneak. I don't want to be.
But you're
attacked.
holding the lantern. You're gonna put your lantern on the ground.
Would that be a bonus action or an action?
It's just it's a free action. You put it on the ground.
Yeah. Put it on the ground.
You put the lantern on the ground and you attempt to sneak. Go ahead and roll your stealth. You think that you're stealthed. Or now you have your movement. What do you want to move? Or do you not want to move at all? You back up. Okay. Alden.
into the trap.
No.
Kid.
Not that far.
5, 10, 15. So I can't. What the fuck is that? Oh,
So as you
shit,
begin to
that's
get
fucking-
forward, you see just cresting out of the water
That's fucking
this
scary.
large, like
That's actually
2
scary.
foot wide snake head, and almost python-like in nature,
Okay.
as it looks right at you with its glowing yellow eyes.
That's fucking scary. Let me well, what do we want to do here?
I don't know. We can't see it, so we don't know yet.
Can I stealth?
That would take an action for you. Rogues are special; they have their bonus action stealth
I'm
shit.
fine with that.
Okay, so go ahead and attempt to stealth him. But right now you're standing out in the middle of the open, and it sees you. So where are you going to run and stealth to?
Looks around the corner.
It comes back and all right. Go ahead and roll your stealth. You think that you're hidden as best as you possibly can. All right, Root.
That shit's scary as fuck. Don't go there.
Now, Alden, I just need to make sure. Are you wielding your staff, or are you doing your off, or no, with your open hands?
I'm open hand. No, I'm staff.
I step up to there, hold my arms out, and I speak in snake and animal language. I mean you no harm. Come, say hello.
It's gonna end horribly.
When you see
The
what
speak
I
with
see,
animal of cantrip? Or is that a...
No, it's my shepherd.
that snake.
Okay,
Scary
second
as
level.
fuck.
Right here, at second level, you gain the ability to converse with beasts and many fae.
Okay.
So it's just part of my druid.
Okay, no problem. So you walk forward and activate your speech pretty much with animals, and you hear Root.
He's slithering.
We mean you no harm. Come forth and say hello. Nice and
Okay. They're off. See Root do that, and you see Alden walk forward and go, what's that? And then dashes back.
Okay, so I'm going to. We're gonna go to where like Alden is, right? Actually, no. I'm actually gonna go where Root is. I don't see them yet, obviously. And I'm going to use my gem of brightness, and I'm going to use 1 charge.
Okay, you need to mark on your charges, okay?
How many charges does it have again?
28.
28. Okay. 27.
And I'll get a token for your little gym thing next session.
Yep.
Didn't prepare.
That's
Okay.
the biggest.
So,
oh, I need animal one.
all right, so
Yeah,
it
so
emanates.
everything wraps up.
Yeah, everything lights up. I'm gonna go ahead and just want to do this because you're all players have light. You guys can all see.
You see that shit now? Now you know what's here?
Boom! You see a large snake, just like on the resting in the water, kind of serpentining through it.
Cool.
Oh hell no.
This thing's gonna fuck us up, you know that, Root.
Yeah,
When we were playing
natural
Fortnite,
habitat.
he did
We'll be
say
fine.
that he was gonna challenge us.
My friend, come forth. Tell me about yourself.
I see we like.
All everybody else hears is.
I see
You hear so.
I can give you food. What do you desire?
Yourself.
That's Zareth.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Is that you use your action to activate the light? You have your bonus action and like 15 more feet of movement.
I am going to. I'm going to do nothing. That's it.
Alright, and now the serpent kind of looks over at your guys' direction. Tongue flicks out. And then it sinks from the water out of your vision.
I'm still trying to say, hey, come forth, my friend. Come, tell me what you desire
Wait, what
for
do you
food,
mean?
and I will provide you. And let you know that we mean you no harm.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to get is it intelligent enough to respond to me? You know,
On your turn, maybe we'll find out.
maybe so.
Okay. Jesus
That was
Christ,
on
shut
his,
up!
That was on his turn.
Where'd it go?
So
Alright, so Lyra, you're able to play.
Oh, fuck. Hello.
It is from
Out of the water.
Oh no. Swim away.
Swim away, swim away.
He has gone. Gone forever. I'm gonna stealth attack you.
Oh, what you doing, Lyra? Oh, you're lagging really hard, darling. Just close out the appear for now. Maybe that'll help.
Sounds so weird.
The massive delay.
That's not her fault though. I can't.
It sounds so weird.
I don't know. Is it working now?
well,
Kind of.
we're able to hear you.
Well, that's good. It's not going to hold up much longer, I can tell you that.
We only have like 30 minutes left. Hopefully it'll last that long.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay behind an Alden because he's big and scary and he needs to protect me. And then, I don't want to attack anything because I can hit. Is there anyone who doesn't have any armor?
What?
Get out of the water.
Wow.
Man, I am on a fucking high. This shit is good. God, let me smoke some more. Hang on. Ooh.
Oh man, I didn't anything.
Maybe top it out.
Yeah, please.
Feverishly types.
The button mashing.
No shit. Damn.
Not your fault if that happens.
Does anyone not have any armor?
Why don't I see this?
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, you can cast something.
That's mage armor on Alden. Sure.
Well,
Go ahead
yeah,
and
but
click,
my-
click mage. Can you click the spell mage armor for us? I mean, fine.
And that doesn't get rid of my armor defense, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you get your AC is now 13 plus your dexterity modifier, which is what 4?
I had my what?
Dexterity modifier.
4, yeah.
So your armor class is 17.
Yeah.
Plus your unarmored defense, which gives you +2, right?
Pretty sure it's an natural 2 armor.
Defense. Equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, that 10 goes with, so just add +3 to your armor, pretty much.
So that would put him at a 19?
19.
20?
20.
Yeah, 20, because he has that gave him. So with the mage armor, he has an armor class of 20. Holy shit!
So just keep that in mind, okay? Armor class is 20, has that spell on you. All right, Freddy.
My sheet or just remember?
Just remember, because it's too hard to change on the sheet.
Is that a concentration spell or is it just a. That's
No, duration, 8 hours.
Holy crap!
I'm going in, guys.
No shit.
Made you a tank.
Right?
No shit.
Go.
Okay. I'm gonna go out, get my lantern, turn that shit off, since it's light now.
Okay.
And go right behind it. And just kind of sit there.
Okay.
Everybody's hiding behind the big dragonborn.
How you and me?
You're gonna hold
That's
your
'cause
action,
I'm a freak.
attack action if anything comes close.
Yeah.
Alden, everybody begins to crowd around you.
Where the hell is Serpenty?
If you'd like to make a perception roll, maybe you might locate his wake.
Yeah.
As your bonus action, begin to look around quickly and see from over here. You guys see the ping or no?
Nope.
Okay, hold on, maybe this.
Yeah.
Over there, you see a wake in the water.
It's looping behind us.
So can I attack it or no?
Can't see it.
It's currently under the water. You made your perception roll to see where it was. That was your bonus action. You can use an action to locate it exactly, but you won't be able to attack this round if you do. Or you can just blindly jump into the water and hope you hit it.
No, I want to try to locate it.
All right, so go ahead and make another perception roll.
1.
Just enough.
Oh.
You see it underneath the water right there.
That's just scary, dude. Okay,
You're gonna be breakfast.
that's my turn.
So as you rush over and you point, it's right there! Alright, you see where he pointed at.
Over here.
Hello.
Ride it.
What are you gonna do?
Beast, tell me your name. So at that point, I sense that it's not all that intelligent. So I'm going to attempt. We'll see how it works. If it has more than a 4 intelligence.
So
He missed me.
begin to cast your animal friendship on it. You guys all see emanating from Root this sense of just kind of like warm light. And it's not very bright, but just kind of pulsating from him a little. Kind of reaches out towards the snake. As the snake begins to kind of glow with this kind of yellowish energy as well. And it looks like it's about to take hold before the spell just dissipates. That was your action. After movement.
I still continue to try to communicate with.
Okay, Zaroff.
So
You see the shadow of it in the water.
I can also hear him
Yeah.
making sounds. Okay, so obviously I go there. Clearly, I'm also going to be paying attention to what Rudy's talking to, so therefore I don't need to do a perception roll because
Yeah, you see it.
it's obvious at that point. From what I'm gathering, it's refusing to communicate based on Bruce not saying anything to any of the members.
In English.
In English, yeah. He's not saying anything.
Yeah, it's moving away. Is it moving northward?
It is moving northward.
So it's moving away from me. And you said the glowish around me, and then did the glow go away, or?
It faded away.
Oh man, this is a tricky situation because I'm not sure if it was trying to flank us or if it was trying to run away.
Well, all I gotta say is if it attacks us, if it's in the water, she can use lightning hands into the water. Because fuck that shit. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I was also planning on wait, for Dragon's Breath, can I choose what type of energy I use?
No, yours is just cold.
Alright, I'm going to
That's perfect.
I'm going to cast a spell on the on this snake.
Okay.
Oh shit.
As you guys see a familiar lullaby kind of begin to fill the air and this kind of archaic like tongue. Words reach out. This kind of like bluish, like light blue essence float through the air, kind of encapsulate over the creature. You did 21.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it was not enough hit points for it to go to sleep.
Shit.
Your spell dissipate. Uh-oh.
But you know that it takes amount of how much life force they have. You have to be able to go through that. You don't understand how the spell works. So it has more than 21 hit points.
This thing has a lot of health, I say.
I respond, and it's hungry.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's hungry and a lot of health. Okay.
And we're on the menu.
That ends my turn.
Okay.
Someone's gonna die.
Brute, as you're the closest one to it, it turns its head. And is going to attempt to bite at you.
Yay!
Oh god.
Root's gone.
Root's gonna die again. So,
Again.
Great.
In the sewer. Again.
Oh, 20. Oh.
Jesus
No.
fuck.
Fuck, Zach.
No, you missed.
As it
Marmot
bites
plus-
you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
Unless it's a fucking 20, you're fucked, bruh.
Oh.
Fuck no.
Oh god.
As it bites you, you feel the venom of its fangs sink into you. And so the bite damage isn't as much as you thought. We're only going to double the dice on the dice damage. So that's 8 plus 5, 13. And then it's 6 worth of...
Yeah, 14.
Oh.
Rip.
Okay,
Where
so
it's
we
going
won't even
again.
roll the poison damages. This thing bites at Root, sinks its fangs into it, and begins to pull him under the water.
Oh god.
Bye, Felicia.
And it's going to start dragging him this direction.
He's moving so fucking far.
And that's going to be the end of its turn.
Okay, that's my turn.
So
Okay.
he's
Natural 20
grappled.
roll. He grabbed a hold of Root. Root is in his mouth, being swallowed at the moment.
Nom nom nom.
We need to kill him.
Okay, so does that mean that you reckon like it's safe for me to attack? Can I attack?
Yeah, do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, because if he tries to
Okay.
attack you, then
As you notice Nusk appear, I'm just going to bring Nusk in.
the
I
savior.
mean,
He
I
did.
mean, I'm gonna say, guys, I have 18 hit points, so I reckon I should be all right.
You have
So I'm gonna move. Can I?
Really?
What?
Nothing?
Actually, I might go back here. And go for magic missile.
Okay. Go ahead and click your magic missile. Magic missile does not miss ever, by the way, unless there's a spell.
Unless it's a nat one.
Again.
No, there is no nat one. Magic missile just hits. That's what it,
that's
that's the beautiful thing about magic missiles that it does not miss.
yeah.
Okay, so as you rush around the corner, you guys see this purple-like energy form in her hands, and she points out, and it flies through the air, slams into the creature's like midsection, and then kind of jerks about.
It
Does
doesn't
it
drop
spit root out?
He's flinging me around. Are you kidding me? I'm in his mouth. He's like.
He's half swallowing root. He's half swallowing root.
Being
Okay.
eating me.
For my bonus action, can I cast any cantrips or no?
If it says it's a bonus action, you're rolling for Nusk's AC or Nusk's.
No, I think I'm just gonna stay. That's my turn.
Fatal, can you roll a d20 for me, please? So I can have Nusk out of the
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Wow.
Nusk's bonus is +0. AC.
Someone's actually lower than Alara.
We're gonna
Holy
kill
hell.
Musk and he's
I
gonna
know. It's crazy that someone that could actually roll lower than me.
Well, it's actually kind of good because that means he's up. So
That's very good.
as Nusk enters the room, here, what's going on? Oh, shit!
Big snake.
He's going to go ahead and cast Healing Word upon Root for 8 hit points, maxed it out. As his bonus action, and then as his action, I'm gonna just do what he was doing last time. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Guidance on, we'll say Root. Yes, Healing Word and Guidance.
You
You ought to get root out so I can do what I want to do.
Alright, so Freddy,
I don't got the strength.
you hear the screams of your demon-like friend, one that's in tune with nature, scream out and then dragged away.
So I can do my plan.
Well then. How far away? I'm pretty sure I can't sneak up on this thing.
Technically, Root is flanking it, so
Yeah, you could. If you come, I don't know how much movement you've got.
How much movement do I have? Like
30
30
feet.
was it?
Heck.
Oh, shit. Wrong button. I get kind of behind it.
so you gotta
Yeah,
go
you
5
did.
here, 5 to there, get to there. That's so your max movement would be to right here.
I just want to get behind its head, like right there.
If you want to get to its behind its head, and there is fine.
Because that's still technically behind it? Question mark?
You don't. As long as there's somebody within next to it, doesn't matter for you. Somebody just has to be next to it.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm just gonna move like right there.
Pull out your rapier, right? You're wielding?
Scimitar.
Scimitar. Alright, go ahead and take your strike at it, good sir.
And I just click on it and it rolls.
Yep, just click on Scimitar. That's enough to do it, so go ahead and click Sneak Attack as well.
It's...
It should have rolled the damage.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
I got it. I'll have to fix that.
Quick.
10 points of damage to it.
As you rush out and you take your scimitar and you slide into next to it, you slash it across its neck area, trying to hopefully free Root. But still has a hold of it, but you see the crimson-like blood begin to kind of fill the water around. That was your action, your movement, and you have a bonus action.
What can I even do for my bonus action?
Disengage,
Fist on its head.
hide, drink a potion.
Disengage and what you?
So you've moved. You've got 5 feet of movement left. After you've gotten to there and struck it.
How far can I actually go?
You move 5 feet.
Not very far away.
No, but at least you're not right here. It's up to you.
I don't want to be in the water near it. I don't want to be in the water, period. That's too far.
Get just to the edge of that corner.
Yeah, I want to get like away from this shit and like re-stealth, cause fuck this shit. So I still have my bonus action, right? Question mark.
Well, you've only got 5 feet of movement, and if you're going to use,
right there.
if you use disengage, you can't use any other. You can't hide.
Yep, so that's it. That's
What
the end
does
of your
disengage
turn.
even do?
Disengage means they don't get an
They
attack of
don't get an
opportunity.
attack of opportunity.
Means they don't get to hit you when you run away.
It's,
right?
it's huge, especially if you have a little bit of movement left.
Whatever, let's do that then. I don't want to get hit, because I don't want to die. I don't want to be...
If you didn't have the disengage action, like he would have an attack of opportunity again. Alright, so Alden.
I have a question. You said technically I could use what's it called? Fury of Blows for my action and bonus action, right?
So what you would do is if you're trying to do the only way you can do flurry of blows is if so yeah, as a bonus action you use your key point to do the flurry of blows. How you do it?
But I can't use that as my action.
No, because that's just being able to allow you to have. Okay, so if like you walked up and hit it with your staff, You're like, all right, I'm gonna use my flurries of blows. It means I'm gonna do 2 more attacks. Pow pow. On top of
But I
your.
can like hit him with my staff and then use flurry of blows.
Yeah. Now, if you were doing like with your fist, you could be like punch, punch, flurry of blows, punch, punch again. But if you were doing your staff, then it's only 3. If you're doing it with your fist or whatever, 4.
Wouldn't it hurt more if you used the staff?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not for a monk.
For my action, I'm gonna punch him in the head. So pow pow.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use Fury of Blows.
Well, it's the how it works because flurry of blows doesn't actually take a. Well, it does take a bonus action. So yeah, so you're gonna go.
So he's gonna hit it 4 times.
You're gonna hit it 4 times. Go ahead and roll punch, punch.
Punch.
Bam. 1 punch.
Ouch. Ouch.
Bam. That's a 2nd punch. Now you're gonna activate your flurry of points. Make sure you keep track of your key points. I think you only have 2 right now, right?
So 2 more punches or only 1 more?
Well, 2 more
Is
punches.
it key or?
Potato, potato. Fortunately, that one misses. You whack, whack. This time it lunges back and drops Root to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Root's free.
So punch 1 more time, right?
Yeah.
This is a quick kick. Whack, buck him. So you just did, what is that? 20 points of damage 1 round. Wow.
Damn.
As
His ass.
you hear the crack, bump, crack, as you punch it twice, and you quickly knee it in the jaw as your last hit. It's hurting. It's starting to feel that pain.
I can
Root,
still move.
as you are laying there in the water, as it let you go,
Oh.
you're technically underneath this little drawbridge thing.
Run.
Yeah. Half my move.
You're within melee range of it.
Yikes. Okay. Well,
That's why I
then,
thought I should tell you that before.
Bam.
Yes, your bonus action is staff gets imbued with some magical power. It begins to glow green.
Have my movement and get up.
Alright.
What?
And then go ahead.
Oh wow.
So actually your damage,
I becomes a D8. Dead.
and it's already a D8, but you use your wisdom modifier, right? How it works? So what's your wisdom modifier?
4.
So it's actually 6 damage. You get up and you smack it real quick with your staff. It kind of. Yep.
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right. So
I ain't moving because
Sarah,
it'll smack me.
you see Root peek his head underneath the thing, and this green looks like staff smacks the creature.
Alright, well, I bum rush him. And I will.
Sun chop.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
As you
Fuck's sakes.
As you try to slide, you jump into the water and you draw your blade, but unfortunately your blade kind of runs across the top of the little drawbridge there. It's not a very high clearance, only about 5 feet. And it click, 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 and it just causes you to miss your blow.
Yeah, okay, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
No bonus action?
I have nothing to use as a bonus action. Actually, you know what?
I was like, you have inspiration.
Who's after me? The serpent.
Don't you have vicious mockery as well? A bonus action?
No, that's a full action apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, that there. There's no point wasting inspiration. He's gonna die anyway.
All right. No, the serpent. Seeing Freddy trying to lunge for the water, his feet quickly there, going to.
Freddy, you're gonna die.
Yeah. I see it already coming.
And it rolls on that one.
What's your AC?
Oh god, that would be beautiful as a nat one.
What's your AC?
My AC, 15.
Isn't he's got mage armor on?
It's exact.
No, that's Alden.
It's Alden.
My AC is
The
15
mage
and
armor's on
I
L.
rolled a 15.
So,
That's funny.
first off, I need you to make a Constitution save.
That one.
You can survive if you make the saving throw.
Probably not.
Take 9 points of piercing damage from the actual bite itself.
Okay, so I need to do a Constitution.
Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Constitution.
Constitution.
Saving throw.
Yes, I know what the saving throws are.
Good job.
It was just enough.
You survive.
So the poison enters your body, but your natural body just kind of shrugs it off, and it has no effect. But you take 9 points of piercing damage from the actual bite itself. Then I'm just gonna say the three of you all get attacks of opportunity.
Hell
Each
yeah.
going to attempt to go underneath the water again. So actually, four of you: Alden, Zaroth, Root, and Freddy all get attacks of opportunities.
I'm doing punch because I have my fist out, right?
You can do your staff too. Because it's like you're doing kick, punch. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just
It's-
punches.
It's just a normal staff, not versatile, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just click on my weapon.
Yep. Oh my God, Alden!
Not
Jesus.
so many.
I am shitting on this snake today.
There's mine.
All right. So first off,
He did.
as Zaroth kind of quickly gathers himself back up after making a fool of himself the last round, quickly slashes at it for 6 points of damage. Alden though,
Beating the snake.
already did it. Nice. Cool.
Beats its head in.
So it does. You do 11 points of damage, and Scimitar does 7. So that's 18 points of more damage. As you see the blood begin to pour out of the creature, it is starting to look relatively pretty hurt. But it now slips back under the water. Move away again.
We need to locate that thing and kill it.
Oh shit. It hit me. It needs to die.
Alright, so that's going to be the end of the snake's turn. Lyra, you're up next, technically.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. I don't have any spells or anything to locate it. The only thing I could use is
Can you put shocking grasp in the water and see if you see anything?
And hit root and.
Or you can use your perception to try to locate it.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'll roll a perception roll then to try and find it.
Okay, so this is your bonus action to quickly see if you can ascertain. Unfortunately, it's moving stealthily.
Yeah.
Zap the fucker.
It'll hit you
I
with
see.
root, too.
Yeah, and I don't want to do any damage to Root. Root's already compromised.
Well,
What can I?
Also, Root's no man's fault for walking up to it.
I mean, I can't think of anything short of me jumping in the water, but you know.
You can try.
So you could say you're holding a spell. So if you see it, then you'll shoot. You could do stuff like that
Okay.
too. So what's
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold that then.
what spell are you gonna hold?
Shocking grasp. I'll hold shocking grasp.
Well, shocking grasp is a touch spell. You have to physically touch it.
No. I know.
I would say go with magic missile or something.
Don't you have a
No.
cantrip though? That might maybe.
Fireball. Oh, I'll hold fireball.
There you go. Just trying to help you
Thank
out.
you.
Burn, baby, burn.
Thanks, because I was like, yeah, okay, fireball. I'll hold fireball.
You don't have as many spell slots, so like you want to kind of hold those as best as you can because you never know when's your next rest is gonna. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, we gotta kind of speed round this up a little bit. So Nusk, going to, as his bonus action, going to attempt to locate it. Fortunately, he does not as well. Going to walk this direction. And again, he's going to cast Healing Word on Pops. So that's going to be enough. Freddy, it's going to be the end of your turn.
Okay.
I'll get it. Just
What do we roll for to see if we can see it? Perception.
Perception. Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this shit.
Yeah, cool.
pop you off. As you look around, you see a wake. Oop. Yeah, a wake from over there.
And he can
Oh,
roll
shit.
perception again to try to locate it exactly, right?
Yeah, if you want it. You can make one of two choices. You can either jump into the water where you see the wake and hope that maybe you can hit it, or you can run up to it and make another perception roll, see if you can see the shadow in the water.
Well, I'm not gonna do that because if I don't hit it, I'm fucked.
Okay.
So how close do I have to get to be able to see it?
To the edge of the little sidewalk thing.
I'm dead as fuck.
Because you're pretty much, the water is very murky, so you gotta be kind of close to the water to be able to actually look into it. Shadow form.
Okay, I'm gonna go right there.
Alright, make another perception roll.
Perception. God.
Oh my god.
Fortunately, you don't see its shape in the water. The water's too murky, and your human vision is kind of letting you down.
Hey, at least it wasn't a nat one.
But you do see Freddy walk over in that direction. It's all something. But
Do it. Just jump in there and face fuck it.
Do I see it?
you do not.
You know what? I'm fucking jumping.
You just ice breath over everything.
I was
Oh,
gonna do that, but I
You
don't want to waste my dragon's breath.
where are you going to jump and swing at? I need an exact location. Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Punch.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Punch, disadvantage.
Oh no.
As you go to leap in the water, your foot slips, and you
Flash.
nosedive right into the water. Right into the face of the serpent as your eyes get flooded with just human shit and crap. But you can see the shadow right in front of you. There's the face of the creature is now there, but you are technically underwater and submerged.
Nom.
I got a nat 1 and a nat 20 that, bro.
Oh, but that is going to be the end of your action. That's your movement. We're done. Round.
You're dead.
Root, as you were feeling revitalized because your friend Nusk played some green, like glowing fairies or little moonlight things to heal you up. What are you doing?
Well, we hit it pretty hard often, right? Did it look?
It
looked
looks hurt.
All right, so I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use perception. It was bleeding, right?
So I will give you because you saw where Alden jumped in at and fell. I'll give you perception roll with advantage. See if you can locate the creature.
Oh yeah.
Hope so.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there it is.
Technically, it's like this.
Root wouldn't want to though, right?
So you see it right there as you see Alden splashing and making,
He's making
disturbing
out
the
with
water, which gives you enough vision to be able to see. It's your bonus action.
He is straight up making out with it.
And I muddle my fingers and I conjure all the bugs and everything that's in the water right there to infest it.
+4.
No,
15.
disadvantage.
What's your spell DC? Should say spell
This
DC.
is 10, but that's
So it's
14.
14. So unfortunately, with this 14, it saves against you. Or 15. Well, you're gonna fix that then.
Gotta make sure.
Unfortunately, it resists your infestation. It's hard to get your bugs into the water. So that's going to be the end
They're
of it.
like, oh no, I don't want to get my.
All right, Zara. You see where your friends ran off to?
Can I inspire myself?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to inspire myself, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna do like a mental inspiration, like psyching.
You
myself.
guys begin to hear Zareth hum.
Right, and then I'm going to slash edit. Oh,
I need you have a 40% high or low on a D100 dice.
You're gonna hit me, Jesus Christ.
Oh shit. Kill the dragon. Skin him alive.
No, you mean the serpent?
No, the dragon.
I've done the most damage out of everyone.
Just for future reference, guys, next time I ask for high or low, you need to call high or low before you guys roll, okay?
no, I was gonna, yeah, alright.
So, I'm just gonna go with low for you because that's whatever. As you go to run over the water, you two slip on the same exact spot that your dragonborn slipped, and fall right headfirst into the water. Oop, why can't I get to?
Wait,
Right next to Alden. Alden, you see the blade come right between you and the serpent, damn near hitting you.
I'm not quite.
All right, so.
Wait, how does higher or lower work?
So if I ask you if you want high or low, you call either high or low depending on whatever numbers I give you, and then you roll. So depending on the situation, it happens. So if he would have said I want to roll low, if he would have rolled under a 40, he would have hit Alden. But since he didn't hit you, because he rolled a 43, he didn't hit you. He just falls in the water. Kind of gives a randomness to what can happen.
Okay.
But the serpent, seeing you there fall in between Alden and it, pretty much, and is going to attempt. It's not going to bite you. What it's going to attempt to do is begin to wrap around you, try to grapple you. This is +5.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to roll a strength check. Just click strength. You need to beat an 18 or you're grappled and submerged underwater. Okay, so it begins to wrap around you. You're able to kind of push it along his body, kind of squeeze out of it as it tries to wrap around your body. You do take 5 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage, and it did squeeze you for a moment, but you were able to squeeze out of it.
Yeah.
And then as its bonus action, it's going to look into Alden's eyes. Alden, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god.
So, that's a disadvantage. Why?
Oh, sorry.
You rolled a 10 and a 6. What's your wisdom plus wisdom?
+3.
13. It would have been just short because DC was 14. So technically, as the snake looks at you, its eyes begin to kind of do this kind of rainbow effect. You are mesmerized until the end of your next turn. You can take no action.
Oh man.
Shoot it, Lyra. Shoot it.
Lyra, it is now your turn.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so can I see it now?
Well, yeah. Wait 1 second, Andy. Before your turn, your held action firebolt. Go ahead and roll that because you are able to see it. Go ahead and throw your firebolts first, and then it'll be your turn.
Okay.
Whack 'em!
6.
Oh, alright.
So
I fireball.
as your firebolt, you fling it out into the water. It steams the water for just a moment. As it burns the creature, you can smell the flesh of it burning. It did not like that very well.
Smells like
Woo!
This creature is starting to look really bad. Really rough.
Okay.
But now it's your turn. So now you have your full gamut. Do whatever the hell you want.
Okay, cool. Can I cast Firebolt again?
Yeah. She has in her other hands. Fire begins to reach.
Oh no.
Wow.
I want you to roll a d20 for me, Andy.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
no.
looking for a 1
I
or a
really
2.
don't wanna-
Don't roll a 1 or a 2.
Please, please.
One.
Please don't be in that one.
Okay,
Oh.
as you go to cast your magic, a pulse of magic the magic that you generally have controlled inside you flares up, and the fireball expands and just kind of decimates in front of you. But you felt this pulse of magic, like it wanted to do something else out of your control.
Right.
So that was your action. Now you have a bonus action and your movement for the rest of your movement. You moved 10 feet already.
Yeah. What can I actually do as a bonus action? Because I can't cast him.
Let me see if you
A
got
lot of cantrips sometimes.
see what spells you have. You can hover over your spells.
Yeah, no, all of my cantrips and all of my spells require one action. None of them are bonus actions.
Well, it's something maybe keep in mind when you level up and get more spells later. You know, maybe you might want to look at spells that have bonus action. But okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty much the end of your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay where I am.
I hate having to proxy characters. Letting you all know now.
Hey, why was he away again today?
I'm going to talk with him if he doesn't show up. If he doesn't respond to me by the end of the week, I'm going to... he's going to cast guidance on Zeroth. You know how he moves the concentration over towards you as his action. Bonus action. Not going to do anything with his bonus action. He's just going to move forward and step onto there, and that's going to be ready.
I feel the love. Everyone else gets healed except me.
Running out of spell slot.
I just want to kill this shit.
All right, so jump into the water and stab it.
It's flagged. It's flagged, so you get snake. Does he get snake?
Yep, and you have advantage on your
Attack
ship.
with advantage, and land your first one gets a sneak bonus.
Okay, so just click on my scimitar.
Hmm.
Click.
If you have advantage, thank God.
Roll another d20.
God. Do it again.
Uh-oh. Fuck.
D20.
Roll another natural one. Come on. As you step into the water, it was deeper than you thought at first, so it threw you off as you want to strike it. It hits the flesh, but like with the flat side of it, and does no damage. It does nothing.
Oh god, this is getting really bad.
You should have just rolled the damn nat 20 or nat 1 with your damn thing, Lara. I wouldn't have gotten it.
So you're technically in the water with it. Okay. Now you have your bonus action and the rest of your movement. You can disengage again and run out of the water. Get away from it.
Yeah, disengage and I'm out of this fucking place.
Go ahead and move your character where you want to go. Rogues are skirmishers, man. They hit and run. That's what they do. All right, Alden. Unfortunately, you were looking at the snake's eyes. Were mesmerized, but at the end of your turn, your mind becomes your own again. End of your turn.
Come on, Root.
Root.
Okay, well, once again, I try to get the bugs in the water to infest it all over its head and its face.
Four.
Takes 1d6 of poison damage and must move 5.
Just for rest. Well, it really can't move 5 feet, so.
Can't move 5
Poison
feet.
damage?
It's just 7 points.
7 points. Okay.
It's dead.
Is it dead yet?
No, but you guys are now starting to see the flight response become to take in. It's wanting to run.
As a bonus action,
Light.
Gotta kill it soon. Levels.
Finish
Wait, Zeroth, you better finish it
All right, Zeroth, you gather yourself up. Stand up. What are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
And
Come on. Oh, nice.
Tell me how it's done.
oh yeah!
Yeah.
I grab my Kopesh and I go for a slash right to its head and cut right through.
Because you're basically laying there face first into the water. You see Alden, his eyes kind of going rainbowish colors, and he gets to his senses. You see it. Quickly, jump up out of the water, flip your Kopesh around, and drive it deep through its head, stabbing it all the way into the water. And you rip as a just splash of blood and water just splashes everywhere. You're victorious. You're alive.
We are gonna harvest this thing.
And that will be where we'll end it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. It is
Are we leveling
15.
up again or no?
no. Not gonna level up every time, you know. Fuck.
Come on, why not? We just
How
kill
much
something
XP
that
was
can
that?
probably eat all of us in one go.
Very good job today, guys. Thinking outside the box with the pouch, the bag of tricks. Looking at the ruins was kind of cool. That was a great job for you, Alex, on that one. If I was doing hash marks, I'd have given you a hash mark for that. But creative inside the
Sorry, I
bar.
was late, by the way.
Huh?
Sorry, I was late.
Oh no, no worries. At least you were here.
Oh, listen, at least you showed up.
Yeah.
If I don't hear from him this week, I'm going to have a blank spot and have an opening. Might bring somebody
I
new
am
in.
so sorry that my internet was really shit.
Not your fault. Understand.
Oh no, it was still pretty good. I mean, you did. I mean, it was only that one breakup.
And thank you all for coming and playing. Amazing job. It was fun. That was your large creature battle. That makes sense. So, his experience. I just kind of was giving you guys experience. Like the last one was kind of like an experience of fighting multiple members, multiple creatures.